Welcome to the Call of Duty Mobile Philippines Championship 2021.
They really need to do that comeback. And they go in here. Kenshi with a beautiful shot. Answer is no, not yet. Why? It is going to be Charlie full on captured by...
Isa $15,000 yung nag-iiti para sa'yo, sa akin at sa amin.
Set points where the hard point will come in. Just because the hard point is nearby the spawn area, but come back.
Yet, there are 2 stages need you to complete.
Galing sa Open Qualifiers, meron tayo 6 na brackets. 6 na champion ang tutungo para sa group stage.
Six na teams at invited teams, ang PDR Reborn at VVV Esports ang maglalaban sa group stage. 4 na teams na ang tutungo para sa playoffs.
Shot, but Pai not going to be able to do anything. Yaku! Oh! Pai, oh my goodness, he missed those shots. He went in and then he died in a triple conqueror. Oh yes, Tamayo, yes, touching over there against Tamayo. One against
Doon
him.
natin malalaman kung sino ang pinakamagaling sa Philippine teams.
Ito ay hindi madali pero alam namin na kaya nyo to.
So are you ready to take the challenge?
would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Ay, si 10 minutes na lang, kakain na.
Opo.
Ate! Tawag ka daw ni Mami! Magugas ka daw ng plato!
Schoolworks na naman. Awit. Code muna.
Bilab, tara na! 10 minutes na lang!
Aalis nga pala. Kaso mag-BBR pa ka kami.
Ano pwedeng gawin?
Ano bang pwedeng
fast game lang?
Oo nga pala! BR Blitz!
You know, basic! May ako na mag-aaral. Tapos na po ako dito.
Yun! Ready na ako!
Let's go! Schoolworks time.
Yun! Ano na, Wilab? Tapos na ako maglaro. Di ka pa mabihis?
Fast game lang. You know?
Solid to! Fast game lang!
Nice! Fast game.
Fast game lang!
XS1. Destroy enemy stealth chopper. Destroy enemy vehicle. EMP systems incoming.
Hey guys, it's HXS from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTX 50 sniper rifle and the attachments are Assassin Short, although we use skeleton stock, FMJ, MIP stopping power, and staple grip. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like I chopper. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
Hello everyone, maligayang padating and welcome to the Philippines Championship for Garena Call of Duty Mobile. I'm Aroshizam Sekaichi together with your favorite Suabe, AJ Mustachio. And AJ, we have 4 more games to be played today in group stage day number 2. What are you expecting here, sir?
So much, right? Because yesterday we got to see 3 donuts, and today will be the day where we find out whether or not that was just a warm-up, and maybe some squads were just not ready to show their full power, or is it gonna be a story of some of the squads who have done the trashing coming in here to reassure us that the trashing was real and the trashing will continue, right? Because this day number 2, there's no excuses for warm-ups. These squads, they know each other, but not exactly that close just yet. They know exactly what to expect. But let's take a quick look at the prize pool, Sakaichi, and see exactly what they're in here fighting for, right? 4th place, $1,500 US. 3rd place will take home $2,500, Sakaichi. What would you do if you were the runner-up or champion, buddy?
Oh, $4,500 US for the runner-up, and the champion $6,500 US. I could buy a lot of things with that. Oh my goodness me. That's a lot, that's a lot for just playing games.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And it's so sweet that they get to enjoy this prize pool, right? Because it's just by playing Call of Duty Mobile. I wish I was a pro player already, Sakaichi. But instead, the mustachio is stuck here. But it's all right, man. I enjoy the bird's eye view sometimes, Sakaichi. And here's what we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Back-to-back 4-series action. Triple V Esports will take on XDG Dynasty. PDR Reborn will take on NRX UNKNOWN today, followed by NU Anarchy meeting PDR Esports, and of course we'll close the day off with AIM Iloilo taking on RTL Legacy. Any of the matches here that you are looking forward to in particular, Sakaichi?
The first match will be very, very good because the fallen favorites, Triple V Esports, they lost yesterday, and surely they want to show the real quality of the Triple V Esports. But the third one should be the most spiciest of them all. It's first against second already. NU Anarchy against PDR Esports, who played flawlessly last night. They will go up against each other.
Well, let's see exactly how does NU Anarchy take this on, right? Because we saw their performance yesterday. I would have to say extremely impressive. Can they continue to impress us against a squad like PDR Esports? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the question is out there. You are in the comment section. You're chilling in here with us already. Tell us, who do you think is going to come out at the top, right? But we'll leave that because NU Anarchy and PDR Esports, that is match number 3, series number 3. Series number 1, Sakaichi. Triple V Esports will take on XDG Dynasty. Do you think we'll be able to pick a winner even before the match starts? The bet and picks are ready. Maybe that'll give us a quick clue.
All right, so this is the banner picks for Triple V Esports against XDG Dynasty. Remember, both these teams actually lost their games. XDG not picking up a single point, and then Triple V winning just 1 and then losing the other 2. And now this is a redemption day for both of these teams. How will the first match go up? Crossfire is banned, Summit is banned, and then Triple V Esports, I believe, with the pick, will be picking map number 1 over here, which is Firing Range to kick things off for this day number 2, AJ.
Yeah, some quick paced action mid to, I would say even the close range combat is quite frequent here on this map, Sakaichi. So it's going to be, you know, everything on the table laid out in the open. Triple V Esports and XDG Dynasty, right? But Triple V wants to call the shots, right? Going into this firing range. Let's see exactly what does Dynasty respond with, because map number 2 is the pick. Meltdown and Summit banned off already. And when we go into match number 2, Standoff will be where they will meet, Sakaichi.
Oh my goodness me. Looking at from the stats from both these teams actually have played in this map, right? Triple V actually won here at Standoff, but that was hardpoint game. Now this Search and Destroy, in which XDG actually got 0-6'd by PDR Reborn last night. So we will see if it will happen again, or how will XDG Dynasty come back from that one. But after the 2 games have been ended, game number 3, which is a domination round, will be played not at Meltdown, not at Firing Range, but which will it be? I believe I don't know which one is going to make the pick, but it is at Summit, in which Triple V has lost yesterday to make it 1-2 in their series so far.
Okay, well, interesting bans coming in here from Triple V, don't you think? Search and Destroy as well as Domination, they don't really want to play at Meltdown. Could this be something that the other squads can come in to explore later in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We will see, right? Because as to how important the map bans and picks are, equally they are as important to kind of, you know, try to mask a way or other, right? Because you don't really want to give out your full gameplay to the other squads, because when they know where your weak link is, when they know the perfect position to defeat you at, and you lose that coin toss, I think sometimes that does go ahead to decide the whole series, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and it's all from the bans and picks as well. It could be very, very interesting. It could be like what you said. They don't want to show the true gameplay, or maybe they have been caught out at some point in which they are going to try and take advantage out of that. But the first match has been started already, which is at Firing Range, and the first few points have gone to XDG, just like what they did yesterday. But this time, can they do better? AJ, let's go.
Oh, Lawrence in here with a man of war. That's exactly what he wants, right? To wage war right now. He is at mid lane, trying to hold it in here safely. CBS comes in, but he gets wiped out as well. XDG with the lead, and they will maintain it for the time being, Sakaichi. Triple V still trying to play the catch-up game, and nobody's in there, right? Finally, they will swoop in, but for how long? HXS with that pure dominance as he comes in there.
Yeah, and this is very, very good for the side of Triple V, because they got the early points after seemingly having to play catch-up, but now they are having the points. They want to show their sheer dominance in this game as well. At point number 1, which is usually it's just the start of things before they are going to make that rotation into the second hard point, in which I see some Triple V players have already been in there already.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, Triple V has been in there for long enough, right? Picking up those points. They've got the lead in here right now. But the next spot, we will be moving over to the White Warehouse. How is XDG going to come in here with the response? Because by the way they're playing it right now, it kind of looks like they still want to go around here. But they kind of know Triple V has got a stronghold on that hard point right now. I doubt they'll want to go in there and attempt to lose their lives.
Yeah, and when you lose your lives, you're giving away free points, in which Triple V can actually activate some score streaks to be used later on in the game. So maybe they are playing a little bit safely. Just go to the White Warehouse, because the stronghold is just too much. Because in this second hard point, it's going to be absolutely tough to actually make a takeover when somebody has already made a lockdown over there, and that's why you are seeing Triple V having almost all the points already in here, and I believe it's a sheer on 60 points, or should I say 59 points, or 60 points actually for Triple V. So that was fantastic for them.
Oh yeah, man, the defeat yesterday definitely getting a lot of something in Triple V. and it's something that we love seeing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Look at them rampage. I was just about to say, right, Sakai, what will truly show the quality of Triple V is not by how they held the second hard point, because we expected them to lock that position down. But what impresses me is how after dominating second hard point, they still went in there and kicked XDG out of the white belt. XDG had that place locked down already, right? That is Triple V in your face. But how can they do it again? They need to flush XDG out, and here is that gameplay, Sakaichi.
Yeah, but SDG did so well to actually make that takeover again, and with the transform shield as well by Zero, actually helped him even further for XDG to actually play catch up to Triple V. Although Triple V actually got 10 points, but XDG has got the better in this hard point to make it a catch up for the hard point number 4, in which the lead has been cut to just 33. This is still playable for XDG. It is going to be very fun for the 4th hard point, in which Triple V has won it already.
Yeah, XDG just didn't want to back off there, right? You are good, but how good are you truly? To get back in there, beautiful defense with the transform shield, absolute beauty, right? And right now, this is gonna be your Barracks Hut gameplay coming in from Triple V, and yet again, they will shine. It's the DG. They currently are playing catch-up, Sakaichi. I don't see them dominating this game. I feel like Triple V feels so comfortable. XDG just hasn't got that pressure on yet.
Yeah, and it's all down due to how Triple V actually makes the defense in these kinds of very open places. It's not really open, but in the open positions as well, Triple V has been one step further of XDG, and that's why they are dominating in the other hard points in the 1st and the 4th as well, after they actually make the takedown. So XDG will really need to do something better, in which after we are making this change right here, but Triple V is seemingly trying to close this match number 1 already.
There's no way XDG can make it out right now. One more point away, and Vinny, conquer. Yes, they do. And match number 1, series number 1 is in their hands. I mean, after their performance yesterday, obviously they wouldn't have been, in the best of, frame of mind. But what a comeback, Sakaichi. Very well done.
Yeah, very well done. But remember as well, this is the exact same mode that actually Triple V won massively, 150-55 yesterday, and today 150-62 to kick things off. It is very good for them, but they need to bring the momentum up for the next games.
Oh, absolutely, man. Because if at all, by some weird chance, we go into match number 2 and 3, and I'm not going to say it, but if things do not go according to plan for Triple V, they really need to go back to the drawing board, right? Because consistency is good, but not that sort of a consistency. Standoff, Sakaichi. That's map number 2 as we go in here. Search and destroy. It is going to change that pace up, so we're not going to really be focusing on that hotel yard and the chaos that ensues right in front of all the time. But let's see if or not the match is called by snipers, man, because Standoff is quite the sniper spot, don't you think?
Yeah, it's quite a sniper spot, especially in Search and Destroy, in which you can actually play so slow, or if you want to go guerrilla. But here, it's not really as huge or attack favor as Meltdown, in which Triple V actually lost yesterday. But here is more out in the open, and in which we have seen in game number 1 just now, Triple V won almost every single gunfight that they have to engage in against XDG Dynasty. So they could take into account and make it into their own advantage heading into game number 2.
Well, I mean, in game number 1, I feel like Triple V, right, Sakaichi, they went in there and they kind of proved it. But the exactly to your point, right? This is where they excelled yesterday as well. And what after you made that point, you've struck that fear in me because of how similar the points are right on the board. Hopefully they don't choke, man, because things like this do happen to big teams, right? Especially at the opening days. And yes, of course, they do come back in there with that savior, last minute save sometimes, but hopefully that's not a road that they want to take this time. But XDG, they kind of show a spark, don't they? They kind of show a spark at points. They make us feel like, hey, maybe this fight is gonna, be really, really good. But they kind of fizzle off towards the very end, and that happened in match number 1 as well.
Yeah, they tried actually. They tried to actually give a fight to Triple V in the last few moments, but sometimes the lead is big. But let's see if XDG can do something better in game number 2, because they knew that they truly have a chance, and they really need to put some points on the board because they are now 0-4. But Triple V has already put the bomb at Alpha. How would this turn up, AJ?
Well, HXS opened up the match with a snipe, and like we said when the map was picked, right? This looks like a sniper's pick, because that's exactly how this map and this match is going to be called. Dewey comes in there, Fennec straight to the face, Charlie goes down, but earlier in the match, it was almost, and Sirius goes down as well. Kitsune, the last one, he did manage to get a trade in there, Sakaichi, but what a way to wrap it up. Triple V putting their foot down.
Yeah, and they really want to put the favoritism in this competition. They are one of the favorites. They are one of the invited teams into this competition, and they want to show us why. They want to show us that their loss last night is just a one-off, and now they want to show that they are truly wanting to conquer in this tournament. As you can see, John gets 2, Tamayo gets 2 as well, and there's just Kitsune all alone over there. And you know what happens after that.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
I mean, it's a numbers game towards the very end, right? I mean, it was a great snipe. Some people would call that lucky because they kind of piled themselves over each other there. But Triple V, great round taken by them. Yet again, there's no flaw in the execution of that at all. Like, therefore, the fast run and execution does not go out. And then this time, they do come in here with a double thermite gameplay, and it seems to serve them well. But Triple V going in there for a quick glance, Sakaichi. Can they get out of this sticky situation?
Well, the bomb is on the ground though. Oh, that was a fine play. Kitsune is all alone already. And again, he's been all alone. HSS trying to actually snipe him out of the game. 2v1. Bomb has been planted over here. Tamayo as well as HSS. How will Kitsune do this, AJ?
I mean, earlier, right, just as I was passing it back to you, Sakaichi, HXS took down 2 players back-to-back, man. This sniper is truly calling this match, and Kitsune is trying his best to survive, but I'm afraid it might just be a little bit too late, because HXS is definitely going to try to freaking get him out! And what a jump shot, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls! The snipes are crazy in the Philippines!
HXS proving that he has done better in this second day, and he's showing with a man of match performance so far, although after just 3 rounds, but he is getting all that 4 kills for the team. That was absolutely huge for them.
Well, it's gonna be back-to-back takedowns, but leaving it to be a 3-on-3 situation as HXS goes in for Kitsune. Make that a 3-on-2. HXS strikes again. Sirius goes down while HXS goes
XDG whatsoever. And remember as well, AJ, XDG has no point in 2 SND games.
I don't know if I want to comment on that, right? Because XDG, this should be bread and butter for them at this level, Sakaichi. I mean, to get beaten back to back without even being able to take a single round for the time being, yeah, I'm very sure it cuts deep for them. But this is still another opportunity. HXS tries to take that opportunity away, and Triple V shuts the game down before even XDG can stand up.
Oh my god, it's not just HSS, right? Yes, HSS is like a man on a mission. He is going rampage with all that sniper. He's moving as if it's not with a sniper, but somebody there. I think it was Tamayo as well as Snake Flame. Everybody is like meant on a mission, and I feel sorry for XDG so far.
To pity them,
my God.
at the very least, right? It's a consolation for them, man. Kitsune comes in here trying to revive his squad. Oh, here comes Charlie just to shut him down. It's gonna be Lawrence in here, solo, chocolate gameplay, goes and reveals his position, runs away because he knows he needs it. What can this solo performance playing, Ice and Water? Who's played this game when you guys were younger, man? Ice and Water, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Basically, when you say ice and you touch your partner, they gotta freeze. I have gone ice, and Sakaichi is frozen. Watch the frozen Sakaichi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But anyway, if you guys want the update for the score, at the moment it is 6-0, man. Triple VE Esports has managed to go in there and go and kick some solid bum in that game. XDG Dynasty didn't manage to, stand up to them at all, Sakaichi. By the way, Sakaichi, wait, you still got to freeze.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Sakaichi, you lost the game, bro. It's Ice and Water. You're not supposed to move again until I touch you, and you moved.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything.
It's all right, man. It's all right. So 6-0, right? Triple V got that victory. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to witness, that to the very end. But technically, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it was just Lawrence all alone with the chopper running around 4-on-1 situation. What do you think happened? What do you think happened, Sakaichi?
Triple V won, Captain Obvious. I'm a Captain Obvious in this one.
And there you go, right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Even in match 2, Triple V has managed to bag this as well. As we go into game number 3, this is going to be domination. Bans and picks are ready. So let's go in there and see what we have, Sakaichi.
Yeah, so after that 6-0 thrashing, we are going into Summit, in which Triple V actually lost in this one. And now they want to show to us that actually Summit is our bread and butter. What happened yesterday was just a one-off. Now this time, it is actually on XDG Dynasty because they haven't won any games yet after 2 days. They are 0-5. They have to at least make it a 1-5 if they want to actually make any progress in the competition.
Yeah, man. I mean, XDG, right? They came in here with a lot of promise, right? And they are still trying to prove themselves. But it just happens to be that they seem to be going up against some really, really tough competition here. And Triple V is one of those squads, right? Which you fear to face, Sakaichi, because they are just that good, right? They may have had a mortal moment yesterday, but when Triple V really puts their foot down, you know they can make themselves immortal for those few moments, right? And I'm still waiting to see whether or not this series will be that moment for them here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be absolutely tough because, like you said, yes, becoming one of the top 8 teams, like the best teams in the Philippines, is a huge achievement in itself. But on the broadcast, you don't want to actually seen as the weakest. So they will really have to end it strongly to actually bring all of the motivation back together for them, and this will be the perfect place to be, because at Summit we have seen that Triple V actually lost here. So can XDG take advantage of it?
Well, it is Alpha push for Triple V. That is their response as we start this game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. XDG goes in here for Charlie, but are they going to be able to go in for Bravo as well? Well, the push is coming here for Triple V already, but it's a really good hold for XDG so far in that control room. Look at Jean come in here right now, spots that player out. Oh, what a beautiful camp right there in the corner, Sakaichi. It looks like control room might just go to XDG.
Well, if they can defend it so well, because Nick Flip has actually come in. Every single one of Triple V is actually coming with a calculative way of actually trying to take Bravo. They come in one by one. They didn't rush in aimlessly. They just come in scout. If someone is getting killed, he knows where his killer is. So that is how Triple V actually make a very calculated and very good approach to take Bravo. And they want to take Charlie as well, you know.
Yeah, that was the evil part, Sakaichi, because they went to Charlie on purpose just to distract XDG. And obviously XDG doesn't want to lose Charlie because that's their spawn point, right? They went in there for the defense, but that was the best distraction ever because that gave them enough time to take over the control room. And right now, Alpha has been lost because XDG smartened up, right? They went in there for that rotation, but they need 2 sides. XDG cannot find how can they get that space to take it away. But so far, Triple V is not that commanding though. We smell that full-on triple cap coming, but we're just not there yet, Sakaichi.
Yeah, XDG doing so well to actually recover a little bit on the Alpha point, because if it happens again, right, it's going to be a total disaster for the start of XDG. So they really need to defend first, but they really need to be careful about taking either Bravo or Charlie, because the game is not won by just having 1 point in your arsenal. You have to take it one by one. You need to take another one, but Triple V is just too good sometimes. They're playing the distraction, they're playing the mind game so well in this first half.
Hey man, bro, I mean, you can say that again, man. They definitely are doing a great job. But XDG though, they seem to be trying very hard. They just don't seem to be hitting it off. Now I feel like there is a thermite on his war machine at the same time. This guy's on fire, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Nick Flip comes in here. He goes in trophy system gameplay, full on lockdown, brought upon by Triple V, and XDG still have no answer. Will Charlie be captured back, Sakaichi? That's the question for now.
And they did, just to get some points on the board going into the second half, in which they will try their best to actually bring it back. But Bravo as well, he's been taken by SDG, just no time. But this is a half scoreline, I should say, 75-37. Good, not really a good one, but for XDG, they would take it. They would rather take a 37 deficit rather than even more, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Truly agree with that. But can they stage a comeback right now? Yobi goes in here, maybe for a control room push. It hasn't been visited by XDG just yet, but we can see that Triple V has already stepped on there, but stepped off of the plate, which means that was a great defense coming in from XDG. But look at this, Sakaichi. They haven't captured A, they haven't captured B. What are they doing? The objective gameplay is not coming through.
I think it's just due to one thing only. Triple V actually captured Charlie, but they actually went to Alpha first. They bypassed me, they go all the way to Alpha. Now you see what's happening. What actually happened is that XDG had to defend Alpha first before actually taking it. And now Triple V is coming. They're swooping at Bravo, swooping Alpha as well, making the triple cap. Wonderfully played. Wow.
Savage gameplay, savage planning coming in here from Triple V. It's the distraction gameplay once again, Sakaichi, just to throw some sand into their eyes, distracting them over at Alpha, making sure Bravo has been captured, and then falling back for the triple cap just for a while to take them to the 100-point mark. XDG still playing the catch-up game. They've got 2 spots right now, but for how long can they hold on? XDG with their own triple cap, maybe.
Oh, good defensive play by Ajax. That's just to actually see what he is going to get taken down. And I believe XDG has already, but due to that, thanks to that, they got Bravo and Charlie as well in Triple V. So that is very, very huge coming for them. One-man defense that just buys time for Triple V to actually take the other two.
Oh, I truly feel like Triple V came in here and they were warming up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Veni Vici and their best 117 to 60, going in for the triple cap all over again, and they will nail it all over again. Kitsune comes in here, man of war in hand. HXS slaying as usual, 125 to 61. XDG, there's just no coming back anymore, Sakaichi.
Oh, they are defending so well. Look at how they actually making that split. They're not letting XDG to actually move anywhere, making that spawn trap. Somebody is there on man on a mission over there. It's Tamayo. He is trying his very best to not let XDG even make a move. And look at the whole of Triple B right now. How they move in. The spawn traps are there. Savagely done. And it's 3-0 for Triple B. Vici is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I have never ever seen a domination match played to such perfection, Sakaichi. You have to give it to Triple V. The game plan, whoever who was calling that game, perfection at domination, the beautiful place to get it done at Summit. I mean, they ticked all of those boxes, man. They went in there with the distraction gameplay. They made sure they had 2 spots and they broke their opponents down little by little by little. By the end of the game, yes, there was a spawn trap, Sakaichi, but also the spirit within their hearts of XDG was truly shattered, man.
Well, you can see at the start of the second half. All right, one player actually going for their spawn, their spawn point, and then the other 4 had the audacity to actually go across the map to actually go to the other side and to attack them first, and that eases that objective player to actually go from Charlie to Bravo, and then they took Alpha all at the same time, making a very quick triple cap. What a play. This is what I talked to the coach of Triple V last night after they lost. They said that, okay, you see what we can do tomorrow, and this is what they did. Sheer domination.
Or sheer domination, man. I mean, they brought out all of their guns blazing in there, right? But at the end of the day, it was not the engagements that won them that match. It was the way they planned, the strategy. And Triple V was so fluid. Okay, I kind of saw, like, an image of Bruce Lee flying around, okay, on that battlefield, because they were the cup, okay? They were the water that filled the cup. Each and every single time XDG asked a question, Triple V had the response for them, Sakaichi. I mean, let's take a quick look at the highlights, right, Sakaichi? Walk us through exactly how did Veni Vici smash this today, man.
Oh my goodness me. Look at the first game, right? They actually have a full on that second hardpoint. And then at the third hardpoint, we thought that SDG is going to make the comeback because they hold the white warehouse so well. But then again, they have been distracted by all the rushing gameplay by Triple V. And then they actually get it so easily back end. And then on the fourth one as well, they kind of actually dominated the open proceedings, all the open maps, and then in the standoff gameplay, it looked as if it's not a search and destroy. It looked like a team deathmatch game because what they want is to have a fast game lang. They have a very fast game over there. And then on domination, it was all due to the brains and not just the bronze. They use their strategies so well. Distraction gameplay, that is absolutely fantastic from Triple V.
Yeah, man. I think that's going to be a hashtag coming in for domination within Call of Duty Mobile moving forward, right? Triple V is going to make it a thing, Sakaichi. A hashtag, the distraction gameplay, because they worked it to perfection. And the cherry, the little icing on the cake, right, was that spawn trap at the very end. And that was... That was it, right? That was it. XDG, even if XDG wanted to come out of that, I have never seen a squad shut down without multiple users of cluster strikes, without multiple users of VTOL, but pure game strategy. Did you notice that? I think I can count how many cluster strikes. Maybe one we saw in the game earlier? Two.
But that was in the end.
Yeah, and you know how domination matches truly are usually, right, Sakaichi? And Triple V came in here with a brand new gameplay, and they've just broken the horizon, man. You know what, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, Sakaichi and I, both of our minds have been blown apart by Triple V at the moment. Okay, let's take a quick, short 3-minute break. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's XDG from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTL 50 sniper rifle, and the attachments are Assassin Short, although we see skeleton stock, FMJ, MIP stopping power, and staple grip plate. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like a chopper. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Philippines Championship. This is the group stage, day 2, with me, the Mustachio, as well as the one and only Sakaichi.
Okay. Now the ice is broken, and I'm back.
Okay. So Triple V went in there. Donut number 1. Can today be a full-on donut day? Maybe it might be just a day full of domination, right? But we will also be able to see retaliation coming in from the squads that have already been defeated yesterday. So we might be able to see a great comeback day here as well, Sakaichi, because the comeback day has already started with a donut giving as well. So I don't know. The day can go either way. We've got 3 more series ahead of us.
Well, we never know because, like what you said, we have seen almost everything last night, from donut to comebacks to crazy gameplays in which we all have lost our minds. And actually today we have lost our mind after just one game. Triple V showing their true self, and the coach said to me, "This is just the beginning." Oh my god, I'm scared.
Well, if that's the beginning, I want to see how they take the rest of the story, man. Okay, so Triple V Esports, XDG Dynasty, we know how that rendezvous turned out. PDR Reborn will be taking on NRX UNKNOWN next, Sakaichi. Hey, do you wanna call this match or not? Who do you think is gonna come out on top?
This is going to be so tough, because PDR Reborn has 3 wins and 0 losses, and NRX UNKNOWN, you kind of see them unfortunately being 0-3'd as well in the first day by NU Anarchy. But the other side of NRX, right, they actually tend to have very, very slow start, and now we might see the best of their ability. But looking at PDR Reborn as well, of their divided teams, you can only see the best or the worst from them.
Absolutely right. So a high probability of a 2-1 situation here. Or also, if some of the talk on the streets is true about NRX UNKNOWN, that they are not ready yet, because that's the talk, right? Oh, NRX, they've brought in a new squad. Are they ready? A lot of them think there's a lot of trash talk going on out there, right? So we could be, seeing a 3-0 falling on NRX UNKNOWN, putting them, as that into the true underdog position, right? And setting up a great story for them to rise back up later on. So either way, either side winning today, I feel like a great story is going to be born here, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and we don't know who's going to write that crazy story. Who's going to write it? Is it PDR Reborn still on with the favorite status and they managed to go all the way, or will NRS write a very, very huge fairy tale, should I say, about this competition?
Yeah, man. Okay, all of you, right? So I don't know where you guys are watching this right now. Sakaichi has cross-posted the video to his page as well. I'm watching it from my own personal page. Garena has got it on Facebook, YouTube, etc. So join us in our comment section. I'm reading the comments on my own page right now. Let me know, who do you guys think is going to rise up to the top, right? Because a lot of talk, like I said, on the street about NRX UNKNOWN. And right now they are going up against PDR Reborn. Talk about a challenge, and then upping the challenge even more for them, Sakaichi.
Yeah, because last night NRX UNKNOWN actually lost 3-0 to possibly another qualified team from the qualifiers, and now they are going against a favorite, which is the 3rd best team in the Philippines after MSP Major. So that was a huge task at hand for the side of NRX UNKNOWN, but we never know what is going to happen, because anything can happen when PDR Reborn is on the map. Now, for the bans and picks here, AJ, Hardpoint, game number 1, will be at Crossfire. No, not at Crossfire, not at firing range. I believe this is NRX UNKNOWN's pick, and we will be going at... Which one will it be?
Ooh, nice, man. So we closed off game. This was exactly like yesterday. We closed off series 1, and then we are opening up series 2 with the exact same map. So it's going to repeat this time, and it's going to repeat with Summit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And as we go into map number 2, match number 2, I should say, Search and Destroy, Summit and Meltdown have been banned off by NRX as well as PDR. And this is PDR Reborn's pick. And they say, if you drag us into the cold weather, here's exactly where we think we want to fight you. Map number 2 will be at firing range, out there in the hot sun, Sakaichi, face to face.
Ooh, this is going to be an in-your-face kind of gameplay. And I believe this is PDR Reborn's pick. They love to play here as they dominated so highly when they were at firing range yesterday. But this is going to be a search and destroy in which the snipers are going to be very huge, especially at Alpha. But the Bravo side as well is going to be huge with close quarter combats as well. So, for Domination, after these two has already ended by NRX as well as PDR, Meltdown and Crossfire has been crossed out of the game. And where will it be for map number 3? I believe this is NRX's pick, but we are staying at firing range yet again in this one.
Yeah, man. I mean, NRX says, hey, you want to drag us, NRX, to firing range? Let's just stay at firing range and continue that little dance that you want to play, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you go, man. We've got Summit and then firing range back-to-back in here. The match between PDR Reborn and NRX Unknown. We've asked you, who do you think is gonna come out on top? And the popular option right now in the comment section for my side, Sakaichi, seems to be NRX Unknown. How about your side, man?
I'm actually watching from Garena, and I don't know actually where. It is a little bit of a 50-50 kind of thing, but we will see, right? Because PDR Reborn, like I said, we can only see only the best or the worst. No if, but then maybe it's no middle side of things. But PDR has the first few points of the game, AJ.
Yeah, not only do they have the first few points, they've got the first few kills. They are raging through. Wi-Fi comes down there, snuffed out. Jabin with a double kill, goes through with his Fennec. Oh, the Akimbo is banned, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but the Fennec itself is not, right? It's OP on its own accord. Here comes Macro, chopper in hand right now, and PDR Reborn still seems to be the squad with all of the points, Sakaichi.
Oh, looking at the domination, right? This is, they are riding on the momentum in which they have won so heavily last night. And they look to be wanting to actually continue the excellence and maybe win by quite a bigger margin, because every margin counts in this competition. And NRX still has 0 points after hardpoint number 1. That is in itself a huge mistake by PDR Reborn.
Oh, absolutely, man. And remember the questions, right? The storyline that is currently being built up on whether or not NRX is ready for this stage yet. PDR Reborn is shutting them down, trying to send that message clearly. No, you boys are not, because it is our time to rise up to the top. It is PDR Reborn. But look at this. NRX with their response comes back in here on that hard point. 24 points thus far. But the battle is coming in from PDR. They're coming in for the push, Sakaichi.
Yeah, they're not gonna let NRX just have all the points and enjoy cutting their lead in itself, right? They will just try to come and fight, but calculatingly as well. But NRX, with their huge defensive state, they are playing so well. Although they lost 2 or 3, they lost some points as well, but only by some, commentators' curse, that actually PDR has come back. It shows that they are very stubborn in letting NRX have all the points. And now they are rotating straight away to the 3rd hardpoint.
Oh, let's see exactly how does NRX hold this. Oh, they were already at the site. But what a way to clear it out, right? PDR just comes back in there saying, excuse me, you guys want this hard point? No, we want it too, right? So let's fight for it. And that's exactly what they do. NRX doesn't stand a chance in that fight. Can they make a comeback though? Yes, they do. Here they come right back through. 40 seconds for them to go in here on the defense, Sakaichi. If they manage to hold it, they can catch up with the points. So here is the comeback game. Maybe.
Well, Wi-Fi has been doing absolutely well, just repelling an attack from left and right. He just nearly gets taken down, but defending so well. But PDR is just too good. They say that, get off our place. They made it personal in this one. They made it personal at hardpoint number 3, although NRS got like a chunky 15, but PDR Reborn said, okay, that's the only way, that's the only points that you guys are having, and now they are continuing the battle, continuing the war right into hardpoint number 4 with just 1 man in that last hardpoint just now.
Hardpoint
Yeah, man,
is ours.
53-point lead. And NRX this time, though, they have got the hard point. And it's quite a dangerous situation coming in because NRX Wi-Fi, right, he's covering such a huge area. But can you imagine, Sakaichi? There you go. That's what I was about to say. As soon as Wi-Fi goes down, it's going to open up NRX to such a slay to take it down already. This is Gas Warner to come in here for the capture. Mac Pro comes out as well. War Machine and NRX is in trouble, Sakaichi. This is it. Javen coming in here for the backstab, and he's going to go all the way through. PDR, what a beautiful way to capture the hard point back. So well played.
Yeah, and they force NRS to actually spawn so far away, which is very good for them. But looking at how PDR actually came in, swooping, and just killed one, that was absolutely savage coming from them. Although NRS, they feel hard done by because that's so close to them. And now they are being forced to actually play so far away. Well played by PDR in actually denying all the spawns for NRX in this one.
Mac Pro couldn't take any more of that. He shot himself in the head. It is 75 to 131 so far. But if the stock continues like how it has been thus far, it's only a matter of time before PDR Reborn steps in and says, "Excuse me, NRX, can you please get out of our house?" They just did that.
Yeah, and they made it personal, as I said. Yes, NRS, and they got enraged by each point that NRS is actually raking up. One by one player is coming in, and you can see SS1 Goliath. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? PDR Reborn just winning it, and with that XS1 Goliath right at the end as well, just to put icing on top of the cake, or should I say, salt in the wounds for NRX Unknown.
I mean, such a crazy lockdown gameplay, right? I mean, PDR Reborn, Sakaichi, throughout the whole game, could you see the confidence in their gameplay? I don't know if, you know, if it was clear enough for the audience, right? The way they moved in that map, the way they didn't really care even if NRX goes in for one of those hard points. And I love the way how PDR always waits for the instructions, right? We don't see the mistake of them going in for those solo rushes to take back those hard points. When they know they have lost that grip, they go back in there, they position themselves, and at that point, they go in for the push, at the same time flanking so many sides. NRX just didn't stand a chance. I mean, NRX, they kind of read the gameplay. They knew what PDR was going to do, but even though they knew, they couldn't respond to PDR at all.
Well, sometimes, right, you know where the problem lies. When NRX is there, that's where the problem lies, because they didn't actually cover all the flanks. Or maybe they just left with like one or two plays over there, although they positioned some of the players as well, but the flanking is just too good coming from PDR Reborn. And then, when they want to make a rush into the hardpoint plays, it's always just that objective player left going up against like what? 2-3 players coming from all the different angles. It's gonna be so tough for that objective player, and that's why it is what as you see in the scoreline.
Yeah, and I am afraid for NRX Unknown because of the way that match played out. And I know some of the audience, they might be confused, but they might be like, why, Mustasio? We've seen crazier games where teams have lost by, you know, getting lesser points, right? 84 to 150 is not bad at all. But I'm telling you guys, there's something about the way PDR Reborn is moving, and they seem a little too confident. They've got a very strong hold on that game, but that could be their biggest weakness as well. Don't you think, Sakaichi? Moving into search and destroy, that confidence might become overconfidence. Hopefully, that's something that plays into the advantage of NRX.
I must say, yes, confidence could be overconfidence, sometimes could be a weakness, but I can understand why are they confident in their own abilities, because they are getting all of the shots right. When they they waited for the exact same moment, and then when they come in, they believe in their ability to actually wipe. you know.
And they succeed, right? They've never failed at a retake. They've gone in there. They've always managed to recover whenever they lose that hard point, right? And that's what's beautiful about them. Those domination points, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Later on today, we will find out. For now, it's going to be search and destroy with the fast plays. Maybe Icarus can fly, can soar through the air with the snipes once again, Sakaichi. We will see.
Well, we have seen Icarus with a wonderful, wonderful gameplay last night. Just that they were so unlucky to have lost it. Oh! But get sniped so far away from Jabin to open this one.
Well, Jabin. Yeah, man, he opens up the game against Icarus, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. And Icarus happens to just be the first blood of this search and destroy. It's NRX on the attack. And this is the thing, right, about Call of Duty Mobile. I have always seen the squad that goes in for the faster plants to be the more dominating squads in here. Those that go in for the slow plants, they need to be able to get those early takedowns. But here is NRX. They're going in for the slow move, but they've already lost one player, Sakaichi. That's such a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, and the bomb is situated so near to the A side as well. And as you can see, PDR, they are positioning so close to that bomb, and they are just waiting for somebody to actually take it, because somebody who is going to take that bomb will really have to plant it ASAP, as there's less than 25 seconds left.
Very great movement coming in from the NRX side. They move in ever so slowly, but PDR's response is untouchable. Flex goes in there, raging, standing up tall, but he cannot play the numbers game against PDR Reborn. And there you go, round 1, PDR takes it.
Well, I don't know if it's an own goal by NRS, because they waited so long to actually make a move, and when they actually made a move, they made it all together with all 4 PDR players actually waiting at the exact same spot. Nobody's making the rotation to actually distract any one of them. So PDR takes the first point, pretty straightforward.
Oh, straightforward indeed. Beautiful shot in there by Icarus. But Jabin spots his weakness, moves in for the quick push as soon as he had to take that shot off. And it looks like it's a 4-on-3 situation. NRX on the back foot, but Bench is already at the side. He can go in here for a quick plant, Sakaichi.
But he needs to be careful, because there are 2 players actually waiting for him to make the plant. Flex was there as well. He needs some backup as Yaku takes Macpro out of the game. 4v2, so Bench really needs to do something. He's hesitating a little bit, because Yaku as well as Flex is waiting for him to do something over there, and he's all alone now.
Oh, what a wasted opportunity. I mean, Wi-Fi was already at the white warehouse. He had the cover. There's no way any of those players from PDR can rush him with his friend covering the door. But still, he doesn't go in for the plant, and he waits, but I don't know what he was waiting for. I believe it was Yaku that got the shot, towards the other bomb site, towards Bravo. But what's the point, right, Sakaichi? He waited way too long, man. NRX has not been shining in this match so far.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of hesitation, too much, or confidence shot maybe after what happened in the first game. The confidence has been coming in, rushing into PDR Reborn, so NRX really needs to do something. Maybe get the entry kill first without getting traded. That's the first thing they need to do before they can actually proceed with this very slow gameplay, because we see what they are trying to do.
Absolutely, man. I mean, based on the way these players move in a game, you should be able to tell whether or not their communication is on point. And NRX looks like their communication is 100%. But it's the game shot calling, right? It's the strategy calls that are coming in at the wrong time, and they don't seem to be performing very well at that department. Jabin goes in. Icarus also snuffed out. Every single moment that goes by, Sakaichi, NRX looks like they are gonna lose it by even a bigger chance, man. They need to stage a comeback now.
Yeah, but the bomb is on the ground again. He's at the middle of the park. So Macpro or Bench or Raging will really need to make a very calculative approach. But sometimes they need to be brave as well to actually make that move. But look at that. Yobubs is actually waiting. You can see Yaku and Jabin waiting from the other side as well. That is going to be tough. NRX needs 1 kill first, and PDR is waiting so well. Yes, Jabin is taken down, but you need to make that long rotation after taking the bomb.
But don't you think that's such a weird place to drop the bomb at, Sakaichi? I mean, how did that even happen, man? Oh, Flex goes in here for the shots right now. Oh, quick scopes, oh, face to face. 2 snipers after one another, and NRX raging. He does get 1 shot off just at that very last moment, but the time has run out. PDR Reborn they didn't need to do anything, Sakaichi. They just needed to scare NRX, and NRX got scared.
Yeah, and one more thing as well, right? That shot was actually missed. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's a little bit of a safety thing to actually stop the bomb planting. But I believe I don't know. Maybe he's got like no choice at all. Okay, now finally they are actually trying to make an even fast play. Right? Okay. Because playing it too late will actually give advantage to PDR. Oh!
That shot, it hurt me, man. I saw that shot happening, and it hurt me so bad. Icarus getting taken down. The positioning coming in from NRX, and it's not the greatest, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PDR Reborn in there with the defusal. Such solid gameplay coming in from PDR Reborn. NRX Unknown, where art thou?
Oh my goodness me. NRX have been dominated again and again and again. They tried to actually make this into a faster gameplay. Not playing it safely, not waiting, or maybe not waiting for that entry kill. But that didn't work as well. Looking at the positioning of PDR Reborn.
Looking at there's no flaw in PDR's game so far, right, Sakaichi? And when you look at the way NRX is playing it, they went in there for the quick plant earlier, but even with the quick plant, the defense just wasn't there. PDR came back in for the push. I mean, every single round, NRX has been doing something wrong. This time, with 1 player left, Jabin alone, can they pull it off? Jabin goes in here, works it in, tries to get another shot off, misses that one, and he is in trouble right now because it's a 3-on-1 situation and his position has been uncovered.
Yeah, and but NRX, right, they have the advantage right here. They can actually wait because Jabin is a sniper. They cannot open their positions in. They really need to be careful over here. Just run the clock down, and they will actually get it. But now Jabin tries to get one. Well played by Icarus to actually put 1 point on the board for NRX Unknown. Now this is more like it from them because they really wanted to have as many kills as possible before actually going for a bomb plan because they knew that PDR retakes so well. And after that 1v4 situation, it looked to have been perfect for them, exactly what they wanted. But they really need to do it again.
It's great for NRX, man, but even that round, even though PDR Reborn lost that round, Sakaichi, I still feel like it was a highlight round for PDR. Because even when Jabin went in there for that final push, look at the decision making, the speed of making those decisions, and just deciding to do something instead of waiting for the clock to run out. Because what do you have to lose? You know, PDR Reborn still showing that they are the better side, even by losing that round. NRX needs to step it up. Bench comes in here. Icarus takes down Yaku. Maybe this is the comeback gameplay. A 5-on-3 right now. Icarus goes in again. Jabin makes a comeback, but Icarus is on fire, leaving Jabin in the house. KRM to the chest and a double takedown. Maybe another one. Maybe a freaking another one. Jabin! What?
4v1 clutch out of top draw, Jabin!
Destroy the objective.
This is why PDR Reborn is one of the favorites.
You see what I'm telling you? Yes, Sakaichi, you see what I'm telling you? When they are winning, they seem to be the better team. When they're losing, they seem to be the better team. And at that point, they should have lost it, man. But Jabin with the clutch, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PDR is truly reborn in this championship.
Oh my goodness me. I thought that would be the second one for NRX, but I don't know. There's no cover. There's no cover for that man who's trying to make the defusal. Or is it just Jabin is just too good with his shots? Oh my goodness me. One shot, one kill, one shot, one kill. Woo!
When you whip that KRM out, you better hit each and every single shot, Sakaichi. And it is not easy, man. The KRM is not an easy gun to control, right? Because the moment you miss that one shot, the one pump action shotgun, Sakaichi, is gonna do you in, right? And Jabin, he just flew through the air, Raging taking him out with the headshot this time. Yobabs and Kenshi left in here with the push. It is PDR with the attacking side. Kenshi takes out Wi-Fi. Macro taken down as well by Kenshi himself. And right now, Raging, a 2 versus 1 situation. PDR has the bomb. Is this gonna be the end of NRX Unknown?
The bomb has been planted.
Well, Raging will have to really do something over here. He needs to snipe someone out of the game before he actually do something. Before he actually went for that retake on that bomb. Maybe the defusal, but look at how PDR positioned themselves. Flanking him. Oh, they knew where Raging is already. Raging needs to take one down, but gets flanked. Like I said, tries to go for one, but gets taken out by the other. 6-1 it is. Textbook gameplay from PDR Reborn. Like you said, even in that round where they lost, they seem to be the better team.
The better team is an understatement for PDR today. PDR Reborn is literally right now, as of right now, with those gameplays in my books, the best Call of Duty mobile team in Garena. If they can keep up that perfection, Sakaichi, against all of the other squads, they will be not only the champions of Philippines, but they may even go ahead and represent the whole of the server, man, at the invitationals, right? At the grand stage, at the... I won't say it. But it will happen, right? What beautiful performance, Sakaichi.
Yeah, absolutely textbook. Like you said just now, they look like the better team, although they look to have been in a pinch. They look to have been in trouble. Like 1v4, Jabin. How did you do? How did you do that? How did you let that one actually just lose it out? Maybe it's an own goal a bit by NRX, because they don't actually try to rush in or defend as a unit and just place 1-1-1 people for that KRM to become a berserk. But I don't know, man. It's so hard to actually say about PDR Reborn and how they actually do things, how they actually do their business.
No, absolutely. I mean, Sakaichi, this next round, right, Sakaichi, is gonna be the icing on the cake, or where NRX just responds and says, calm down. It's not that they are great. We are making them look great only because we have not been performing. This is the time where we change things around and we take it away. We take that limelight away from PDR. Because if NRX Unknown does not do that, I can tell you, right, the talk on the streets, Sakaichi, you know, it's just gonna solidify NRX Unknown as the underdogs in this championship, right? And it'll also solidify that PDR Reborn is the team to beat.
Yeah. Should I say that they are the final boss? Absolutely. 5-0 so far. And we haven't seen any flaws to the gameplay just yet. And if NRS are to make any dent on that, that could be a statement in itself for the underdog fairy tale story, if they are going to do that.
Absolutely. Domination, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's get in there, yo. Sakaichi, take it away, my man.
Taking Charlie.
Oh, it is going to be PDR Reborn. 2 games to the good already. Will NRS get at least 1 point on the board, because they are now 0-5. And as we all know, all of the chaos is going to happen at the middle lane over there at Bravo's side, as A and C are taken 1 each by both these teams. And look at that. all the PDR members, they are high in confidence and high in kills as well. But NRX trying to go for the alpha points, and they truly got it. Bravo still not captured by PDR. It's going to be a swap at alpha as well as Jolly, but Bravo nearly been taken by PDR. How will they respond in this one?
Oh, it just seems like NRX is a slightly better squad at the moment. But here comes the capture of that middle lane, right? The attempt coming in from PDR Reborn again and again and again. It's just a matter of time before they get it done. Oh, Bench coming in here right now to clear it off. But Bench will be slain as well. The fight for middle lane, Sakaichi, is finally settled as PDR Reborn claims it. And will NRX be able to do anything about it? This is their comeback gameplay. It is NRX Unknown's chance to say that they are not down under just yet.
But looking at how they position themselves, right? PDR Reborn actually positioned themselves so well. One actually at the high rise, and then another from the white warehouse. They just flank or maybe scout everywhere, and they can shoot everywhere from anywhere. And now it is Chat of Dreams from PDR Reborn yet again. And they did it so quickly and so textbookly, I should say. They just take it from all the angles, not letting NRS to actually smell the points now.
At this point, Sakaichi, I really have to ask, are you even surprised that we are seeing this, man? PDR Reborn has been so strong, so convincing, so confident with each and every single take, so confident with those takeovers as well. Every single time NRX steps in there, look at Wi-Fi right now with a beautiful nade, but he doesn't get the takedown, comes out, Yobabs gets taken down, beautiful shot in there, but these are the moments which are not translating within the results of the game itself, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and I gotta give props to how they position themselves. Genshi has been on the high-rise post, so for as long as the game continues from the first second, and NRS trying to take Charlie and Alpha as well, just to just slow down the momentum of PDR. But what can they do actually? Because now the defense has been done at all the 3 points have been absolutely fantastic. And look at that, 75-24. It's no fluke. It is just PDR showing to us how to play Call of Duty Mobile here.
Oh, and aren't they putting on a great show whilst doing that? Charlie has been captured already. Clearing area belongs to PDR Reborn. Barracks Hut has not been taken down by NRX yet. What is going on with NRX? Finally, they take down Barracks Hut, but that's just way too long. Bravo right now, they've wasted too much of time trying to capture Alpha. They're going to go in there for the Bravo gameplay, but PDR is already halfway through. They will go ahead to clear it out. Here comes Yobabs with the defense. Well played by PDR Reborn. How long can NRX keep this up for? Can they even cross that 60-point mark, Sakaichi?
Oh, this is going to be absolutely tough for NRX Unknown over here. When they want to attempt anything, it's always Yobabs that have been there to repel and intercept everything that is coming NRX's way. And that is why you see 21 kills. It's not just 21. I think most of them come from defensive positions in which they are at least actually denying NRX from doing anything. But look at this, Vito is coming in as well. Although he made the destroy, and look at the damage being done by PDR Reborn from that Vito.
I mean, they went all the way through, man. It was a great defense coming in from NRX. They still haven't crossed that 60-point mark, Sakaichi. I'm afraid for them. Here comes the full-on lockdown again, coming in from EG. EG is going to take the high rise. MacPro coming in here for the Charlie capture. Clearing area is in trouble. PDR Reborn still going in here for the fight. Clearing area has been lost already. It is NRX with a comeback gameplay. Oh, clearing area is still there, but it's under contention right now. But mid lane has been lost. Full on lockdown, Sakaichi. Not at that 60-point mark yet.
Oh my goodness me, that was absolutely quick from the start of PDR Reborn. They knew that they have to come in quick and fast because they want to stop NRX from making any movement. When NRX want to go there, PDR will actually run in at them. It's just that in your gameplay, how they defend, how they attack, they just that one by one point. Look at Charlie as well. When they want to take 1 point, PDR will just just send one or two players to actually make the defense so well. Although NRX have finally 1 point over here at Alpha, but it's just a matter of time, isn't it? Because all of them is going to run at Alpha and take it back. They make it personal.
I just want NRX to cross the 60-point mark at the very least. PDR Reborn, that is a personal challenge that they have taken upon themselves. Do not allow NRX Unknown to cross that 60-point mark. And that is exactly what they do, Sakaichi. PDR Reborn have come in here to own, and NRX Unknown on the other hand. Still so many questions in here, man. Gee, I am speechless after that performance, Sakaichi.
Wow, look at how they defend, how they attack. Everything has been pitch perfect. You don't actually need to analyze all the stuffs already because it's just so straightforward. Like, when they want to go there, we will go there. Send one or two players which are very proficient, just kill them off and just clear it. And that's why you see when NRS actually failed to take one of the points, it's just get cleared away instantaneously. That is how PDR has been so dominant. Oh my goodness me.
I wish this could have turned out better for NRX Unknown, right? But the scoreboard itself will paint the story very clearly for you, even though I truly believe the scoreboard is lying to you. PDR Reborn, they dominated this series, man. NRX Unknown, they managed to get those points, but can they make anything out of it? They didn't, man. 84 to 150 they lost. 1-6 they lost. 54 to 150 they didn't manage to get it done because PDR Reborn was in their way and they made sure if there is any winning to be done, it will be theirs.
Oh wow. And as you can see, right, how PDR actually played, it is as if their lives dependent on the are dependent on all the objectives that are there, right? Like when we look at Hardpoint, when they lose it, they come in as a team to actually make the retake. When they have to defend the search and destroy, they made it as if their lives depended on it. And then Domination as well. When they lose 1 point, they make sure that they are there to actually take it back. They don't let NRS even smell anything from the matches.
Oh, they didn't stand a chance at all, man. PDR came in there, and I don't feel like their intention was to win. Their intention was to send out a very strong message, and I feel like that message has already been sent to the other squads in here, right? And I've got a question in here from the comment section asking, what happens to the winners? Well, this is it. The winners will represent Philippines, and the grand prize, the team that ends up at the very top, Sakaichi, will take home, what was it? The 6,500 US dollar prize, man. 15,000 USD is the prize pool that the squads are coming in here to fight for. Highlights are ready, Sakaichi. Walk us through that PDR perfection once again, man.
Yeah, and like you said, when they win it, they look the better team. When they lose that one round in S&D, they still look like the better team is PDR. Yes, NRX have some moments in there, especially in the hardpoint game, in which they actually got the hardpoint and somebody is actually making the defense work for them. Especially YPI in that hardpoint round. But that one man wasn't enough to actually go up against the flanking PDR Reborn. They will always make the flank. When they lose one member, they will come in straight up. There's always one more or two more men coming at the exact same location or maybe from the other side of things. And then in the S&D as well, when they were attacking so well. When they were defending though, NRS hesitated too much. Maybe the confidence has been shot for them in the S&D round, perhaps. But looking at how PDR actually made the retake, look at Yobucks at one point with that 1v4 clutch when they were on the attacking side. NRS actually, they didn't. Okay, like you said, the communication is there, but the decision making isn't. So they will really need to have better shot callings if they want to go further in this competition. And then in this domination round, right, it was all PDR all the way. NRX, all right, they do have the points because, you know, there are 3 points in this game. So sometimes, somehow, some way, NRX is going to have some points. But PDR made it personal. It is as if when they lose 1 point, they will send somebody over there to just make the retake. 1 or 2 is more than enough because NRX will always leave only 1 player in there. So, oh my God, I don't know.
And that is just unfortunate that the game was played out in that way, right? We can, you know, perhaps justify that this is not the NRX family's main squad representing the name of their family. But at the end of the day, the squad has already made their way up to this level, regardless of whether or not they are the first ranked team within the family, the second, the third, it doesn't really matter. What matters is with their skill, they have managed to trash each and every other squad out there to reach this level. But is this everything from NRX Unknown? I truly believe that it is not, right? Because it takes a certain quality to reach here, doesn't it, Sakaichi?
Yeah. Like we always said, all the 8 teams, they deserve to be here and they all deserve to have a showing. They all have the qualities in Call of Duty Mobile. Maybe it's just, again, inexperience coming in as well. I believe the NRX Unknown will have their own moment to show to all of us, to all of you community, what they are made of after this.
Absolutely, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on that note, do allow Sakaichi and I to take a quick, short 3 minutes break. We'll be right back with more action.
I see 10 minutes na lang kakain na.
Opo.
Ate! Tawag ka daw ni Mami! Magugas ka daw ng plato!
Schoolworks na naman. Awit. Code muna.
Love, tara na! 10 minutes na lang!
Aalis nga pala. Kaso magbi-BR pa kami.
Ano pwedeng gawin?
Ano pwedeng fast game lang? Oo nga pala. BR Blitz!
You know, basic. Hindi ako na mag-aaral. Tapos na po ako dito.
Yun! Ready na ako.
Let's go! Schoolworks time.
Yun! Ano na, Willa? Tapos na ako maglaro. Di ka pa mabihis?
Fast game lang. You know?
Solid to! Fast game lang!
Nice. Fast game.
Fast game lang!
XS1. Destroy enemy stealth chopper. Destroy enemy VTOL. EMP systems incoming.
The action all continues here in the Philippines Championship of Garena Call of Duty Mobile. Sekaichi, as well as your favorite AJ Mustachio, is here to cover all the games that have been happening in the group stages. Game number 2. And AJ, there are 2 donuts already been given so far in day number 2. How is it going?
Even on days where we don't expect donuts, we seem to be getting donuts, right? NU Anarchy will take on PDR Esports right after this, Sekaichi. Is that gonna end up in another donut as well? I don't know. High probabilities, right? Because NU Anarchy has been savage yesterday. Maybe they'll raise hell today again, man.
Well, you have a good point about NU Anarchy, but remember as well, PDR Esports also has a 3-0 win last night, in which they were so dominant as well. So this is the first against the second place team so far in the competition. And NU Anarchy, which opens the Philippines Championship for us yesterday, they beat NRX UNKNOWN 3-0. And that match looked a little bit more tighter than what PDR Esports did to AIM Iloilo, because they never give any chance whatsoever. So in this one, somebody is going to lose their winning streak. But before that, we're going to look at the standings. AJ, 6-0 for PDR Reborn though.
Yeah, man, 6-0, of course. Well, they have got a few games played. Not all of the squads have come in here and played this. So let's see how this table looks a little bit differently at the end of the day, right? But for now, PDR Reborn sits down at the top of the throne. 6 points in total. Triple VE Sports, second spot. They have got 4 points for themselves. NU Anarchy, third placed at the moment, will be looking to jump up to that first or second spot right after this, right? But look at that, PDR Esports, who's sitting down there right below them. They are going in for this fight as well. So the third and fourth seeded squads, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they want to come in here and do the dance. RTL Legacy, AIM Iloilo, NRX UNKNOWN, as well as XDG Dynasty will make up the rest of the board. Tonight, though, it's going to look a little bit different, Sekaichi.
Yeah, because after this mouth-watering clash between NU as well as PDR Esports, we will have AIM Iloilo going up against RTL Legacy as well. And I'm expecting huge jumps or huge drops in the table. And so far, we've only seen huge jumps by all these teams now.
Oh, absolutely, man. And they want to do it in such a crazy fashion, right? They don't want to win the 2-1 method. I mean, if you can crush your competition, why hold back, right? This time, we don't see any of those squads trying to hide away any of their special abilities, because I don't think they see a need to, because they've got this grand stage to put their name in the history books, right? And they want the COD community to remember their names, to remember their squads. And that's exactly what they have in here. That opportunity. Bans and picks, Sekaichi. Let's see exactly where things will break down.
All right, so the battle between the 2, 3, and O's of last night between PDR Esports as well as NU Anarchy. We are going to see, firstly, the hard points between these two. They have actually won in spectacular fashion in this one last night. So we are going to see which map is it going to be played. Ban is being done. I believe PDR Esports is going to make the pick over here. Firing range as well as crossfire is down. And then they will be picking the first map, which will be at Standoff for this one, in which PDR Esports have won here already last night on Hardpoint. The same map, the same mode as well.
Well, it looks like the hotel yard is gonna be as busy as it usually is, with all of the players flying in and out, slaying, spreading blood everywhere. But as we go into search and destroy, a slower paced match, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it looks like it will be NU Anarchy with the pick. Crossfire and Meltdown has been banned off by both of the squad. NU Anarchy says, you drag us into Standoff. You want to show us what you can do there. Let us bring you in to search and destroy at Crash. And we know how Crash works, right? It's such a small map. The rotations on it are going to be quite crazy. When you get the high rise, you kind of, dominate the map, but many sniper points within that as well, right, Sekaichi? And it's going to be quite an exciting game, even though it's going to be slow paced.
Yeah, and remember as well, this is the very first time I believe that we are going into this particular map, so it is going to be absolutely interesting to see which sniper is going to be better than the other one. And after all the two games have been played, we are going into Domination, where we see, will there be another donut being handed, or will this be a blockbuster 1-1 game to see who gets the second point? Firing range and crossfire has been crossed out of the game, so we don't see any crossfires in here. But in fact, we are going to see Summit as the last one. Both these teams have never played at Summit in this competition. This is going to be their first time tasting Summit.
Oh yeah, man. Okay, so three maps lined out here, right, Sakaichi, and it looks like it's all quite balanced out. We are going to see those snipers have their moments. We are going to see those CQC, those objective players coming in, flying in and out of those places. The KRMs are definitely going to be popping off in this game as well. It's such a crazy meta, right? We've seen how Jabin kind of just flies through the air, taking down one after the other. When you've got your aim right, the KRM just crushes your opponents, right? So let's see exactly how the two teams go in here and pull this off. NU Anarchy, PDR Esports. Any way to call it between the two, Sakaichi?
No, I should say, because this is going to be absolutely tough. But remember, first game is usually the biggest out of the 3-game series. So NU Anarchy having the better of the hotel yard to start things off over here. Can we see another 3-0 or will be 2-1 in this battle between the 3-0s?
Well, 42 seconds on the clock, and it looks like NUA seems to be doing a great job at the hotel yard. Here comes Jello to crush their home. Jello does well. HK just smokes him out of there. Young Jay coming in for that backup as well. PDR this time together with Rage picking up the points, and it looks like NUA and PDR Esports, they're going to be having quite a bit of fun in here, Sakaichi. They seem to be quite equally matched so far. The next hard point will tell us how do the strategies come into play.
Yeah, because this is so out in the open. You have a lot of entry points to actually go in and out from and to snipe people out from. And anyway, they're having the better of it. But to their credit as well, though, PDR Esports have actually made the rotation much earlier. And they have locked it down, one flank to the other, for their own accord. So that's why they are having all the points right now. But NUA, they are trying to attack from the windows as well.
Well, that sort of a distanced push is not going to help NUA at all, right? They need to go in there. They need to wreck some craziness in there, right? And here we go. It is PDR, and they go in for the flush. NUA can't even come close, Sakaichi.
Yeah, it's so hard, right? When you want to actually press past something from the window in which it was so high up. When Lox is actually locking there, he is positioning himself just over there, not letting anyone to make any sort of jump either way possible. So that is why PDR Esports, they are having a total control of the second hardpoint. Going into the third one, there is going to be a huge strong rotation. But you can see Millones already standing by over there with that thermite in hand.
Yeah, you need to go back over to the house right now. But here's the thing, right, Sakaichi? All the way from that warehouse lockdown put up by PDR, NU Anarchy stood no chance at all. And not only did they not try, each and every single time they did think of approaching them, they just got snuffed out, man. And here comes PDR with the exact same gameplay yet again. Oh, HK takes him out. PDR Rage loses his life. Lox gets smoked out as well. They come back in here, and NU Anarchy showing PDR Esports that if you can do that, we can stage a lockdown as well.
Well, that was a really fine play by NU Anarchy to actually repel from outside, especially by Owen over there. But Rage, just when I said it, they just lose lives right there by D-Morse, who is all alone in there. But he just left it to the objective player to just go straight up to the fourth hardpoint, in which has been locked down by PDR Esports again.
Now, it looks like PDR is hungry. They arrive at the bakery first, but can Smoke do anything? His War Machine doesn't do much damage, takes down 2 players, but has the damage been done? NUA in here, but PDR Esports picks up the bakery yet again. How long can they stand in there? Can NUA come in here for the flush? Jello goes up, Gravity spikes, but doesn't get the KRM takedown. Smoke on the approach, but look at PDR already on the 90-point mark, and they choose to go ever more further. Jello in there, Predator Strike coming in, Sakaichi. NUA, can they come back in here?
Oh, it's gonna be so tough, especially when you are spawned so far away from that 4th hard point. And with that transform shield as well, although that didn't happen, Skirt tries to come in as well, but the trespassing didn't happen because all the 2 doors have been locked out by PDR Esports. They're not letting NUA to come any near, and look at that. Look at that spawn trap over there being attempted. Also, range has been taken down when he tries to make it, and now the rotation is happening again, but PDR Esports is having a healthy lead, and they are still in that position. They are still in the hard point yet again, but Owen tries to come in with the exit on the line of his own.
Oh, Millionaires, War Machine in hand, but PDR Esports, they already look so good at closing this match off. 128 right now. Are they gonna lose it to NU Anarchy? Nobody on that hard point. The hotel yard as crazy as ever, Sakaichi. Nobody can come in there even for a second. They are all so intent on flushing the squads out that nobody's going in there to pick up those points.
How to actually pick up the points, because now is the moment in which all these goal trades are going to be played, and then that 1 versus 1 is more than enough to actually stop NUA out of the place. But PDR Esports edging ever closer with that just 11 points needed. NUA gets the point back just to wreck some little points, but look at the SS1 there is going to come as well to the 2nd hard point, and Young J is just going to repel everyone from coming to the 2nd hard point, making it real clear that PDR Esports wants it more.
I mean, at the very end there was Lox and Young J with the XS1 Goliath. The map awareness was so amazing, right? As they went in there, PDR Esports. NU Anarchy, they tried their best, but this was won by strategy as well as just flushing their opponents out, right? This was won by brain and brawn, Sakaichi. Such a well-played match.
Yeah, at first we are thinking about, okay, this might be a very like neck and neck match, because we see like 35-19 in the first one. But then again, the 2nd hard point, I believe, is the game changer, because the way that Lox actually positions himself right there to make sure that he alone is more than enough of wrecking all the points in that 2nd hard point, and then they just took the momentum over and over to the next hard points.
Well, this is your result, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Through all of that, the Sakaichi just walked you through, right? 150-76. That was the outcome. NU Anarchy. No Anarchy raised up just yet, Sakaichi. I mean, we could see that they were trying to raise hell, but what a way for PDR Esports to kind of shut them down again and again, right? Those hard points are not easy to take over. Each and every time, NU Anarchy kind of thought like, okay, you know what? We're going to give up here and we're going to focus in on the next hard point. PDR allows them to go, but as soon as that hard point is going to come active again, PDR comes back in there and says, hey, you know what? Get out, please. We are here.
I mean, NUA actually tried. I believe like Millones is always positioning himself at the right places at the right times, right? They know that they cannot take it already, and Millones already make the rotation all by himself over there, and that's how they rack up early points, or maybe during, or should I say, at the very least during the 7-second interval. But somehow, some way, that 7 second is more than enough for PDR Esports to come back in, flush everyone out, including himself, in that hard point. And now we will see how will NUA respond when they got the first 5 attacking rounds in the search and destroy at Crash.
Well, Young J as well as Locks, they're definitely going to try to come in here and perform. Oh, sorry, Million is picking up the sniper as well in there. Ace-Key going to try to score a few shots. Bayman together with him as well. How many snipers are going to come in here and make those peaks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Let's see exactly what sort of a gameplay we're going to be expecting out of these two squads, all right? It's going to be PDR Esports, NU Anarchy, and this is Crash. It is NUA on the attack, but for now, it seems like they want to play the slow game, Sakaichi.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the first few, you know, when something is not right, they were really, well played by Milliones over there. But as you can see, right, when somebody is trying to actually try to get back into this game, they will try to make a slow play. But usually that is not enough, especially when you have a lot of good sniper players from PDR as well.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
NU Anarchy, they didn't know what they were doing in that match. They wanted to go in there with a slow gameplay. They lost one player, and from that point on, the game was already lost, right? The team was just aimless as they went in. They just got taken down one after the other. That was PDR's round stamped all over, man. NU Anarchy, they need to stage a comeback, and they need to do it right now, because the more rounds they lose, Sakaichi, on the attack, the bigger the problem that they're digging for themselves here, man.
Yeah, because usually in these kinds of S&D, you almost always have huge advantage if you are the attacking side because you kind of call the game. But when you want to make slow gameplays, trying to get 1 or 2 men from your opposition out of the game first, you better do it, because if you don't, the timer is going to count down and down and down again, and then you will be in huge problem to actually make that bomb push, you know?
Absolutely, man. Well, anyway, still playing the slow game. Okay, granted, we can't really see a lot of rushes coming in here when it comes to the Crash bomb site gameplay, right? But they still can go in here for early positioning, and it looks like NU Anarchy is just not taking advantage of those situations. Scratch that ace key. What a play. And Lux goes in for smoke, and it looks like it is all evened out. Can they make a comeback in here? Bayman goes in after Locks, and UA still with the advantage. Young J trying to even things out. Sakaichi, things are getting hotter, man.
That bang though. No. Just in front at your face. Bayman, take a bow over there. Young J is all alone. Alpha bomb plant. Young J really need to even things up. And he's been the starlight in this team for the matches yesterday. Can he do it for his team yet again? But he needs to get 1 or 2 kills before he can actually salvage it for his team.
Well, he goes in here for the quick approach. I wonder how is he going to do. I think he picked up a Fennec there. Still goes in with the snipes. Goes in with the fake diffuser. But Bayman, he just didn't expect Bayman to be standing in the building across, man. Snuffed out. Nothing he could do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Very well played match by NUA. It looks like the holding gameplay kind of works out for them, but they need to be able to repeat that, right? Because PDR Esports, if there's anything, we know they can respond to the shake-up that are brought in here by the opponent. So how will NU Anarchy keep this up?
Well, they will really need to keep that up, but that was very clever as well. They knew that a sniper is the only one left, and then planting a bomb in which it is, what should I say, one of the hardest to actually retake because of it being so high up as well in the building. Well, that serves to be the key for them in that round.
Well, it's going to be smoke in there. It's a 4-on-5 situation. Young J has been eliminated already. Man of War in hand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PDR, all of a sudden, the pressure is on them. Smoke coming in here on the approach. Jello might get taken out. Ace Key goes in after Milione. Smoke can get this takedown, but if he goes in there for the push too early, he will play dearly. Bayman in there with the snipes. He's got one opponent going on the crawl in front of him, but comes in there. Locks gets taken down. And PDR just has got one more after Owen does its on Rage.
Oh, Jello is all alone, but
It's not over yet.
he get hit by a melee though.
Oh, gee, I don't know, man. I missed that at the very end, but PDR better buck up because NU Anarchy, they're starting to dance in here, man. And I don't think PDR is going to be able to catch up if they let this go a little too far. Bayman in here with the opportunity to go in here for the snipe. Young Jay right there in front of him. Thermite gameplay coming out as well. Bayman will go in here back for the drop, but it looks like PDR wants to set themselves up for victory. NU Anarchy hasn't come out there from the spawn push, and they will pay for it dearly. Young Jay still trying to go in there for the snipes. He is in trouble right now, Sakaichi.
Oh, he managed to get one, but he just got out of harm's way just in time before something bad happens to him. 4v4 right now. As you can see, all of these snipers, they are positioning themselves so well over here. Young Jay as well, but nobody home right in front of him. Oh! Ace key over Millones. So that will be the opening that NU Anarchy really wanted in this slow-paced gameplay. And as you can see, Skirt is already making the move to Alpha. It really needs to be careful because Locks, Young Jay, as well as Jello, they are waiting patiently for one push to be made. There is Jello! There is Jello! That was so close, but Jello gets Owen over there.
Oh, beautifully played by Jello in here. And it looks like Skirt might get that opportunity to come in here and take one down. Will he be able to get a Young Jay out of the game? It looks like that is not going to happen. Skirt in here right now. It seems to be a good push coming in from NU Sakaichi. Young Jay needs to be on the standby. The players are approaching him ever so slowly. Bomb being planted right now at Bravo. Young Jay knows exactly what's coming. Smoke right there on top of him. Young Jay cannot go in here for the push. All things are getting spicy. PDR needs to respond. Smoke almost taken down. Can he make it out of here, Sakaichi?
Oh, they really need to. Just 2 plays for NUA. That was big for Skirt. 2v2 right now. Smoke. Now he's just waiting and waiting. Jello goes down to Skirt. And it's just Locks all alone. Where is Smoke going to go? Locks trying to get taken down. Just by like the stroke of 5 HP. Skirt has survived. And Locks will really need to do something. He gets one. He gets... gets raided right at the end. Because at the last 10 seconds, the 2 players for NU Anarchy just coming at him. And he has no choice.
Oh, the play was there, man. We saw exactly what he was trying to do, and if only luck had been on his side, he should have been able to get that clutch. And what a crazy clutch that would have been, right? PDR Esports still in here. They are now playing that catch-up game. NU Anarchy showing them what they are truly made of. We may get the donut streak broken here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because NUA is not gonna put up with this.
Yeah, and you can see the quality of their slow gameplay over here. They always, well, like I said, right? If they get the entry kills, they will be advantageous in this one because they knew the manner in which how they are going to make the bomb plans, which makes it so hard for PDR Esports to actually attempt a retake. But Millones of Aisky from so far out. That was absolutely fantastic for the opener for PDR Esports.
And that's why it always pays to be a camper when you're a sniper, right? I mean, to be able to have that sort of a patience to just find your position, believe in your position, and not take your eyes off the screen so you can react and in those moments, right? And I feel like, you know, AC, he wasn't really doing that there. He was just fidgeting around, trying to see if or not he can spot one here, spot one there, and he missed out a couple of opportunities just with that. PDR showing them exactly how it's going to be done. Rage coming in here with that push. Young Jay takes Smoke out of the equation, and it looks like PDR are in here with the advantage. Oh, Owen right there below him, and Rage doesn't make the mistake of going in for the push. 41 HP right now, and they will be getting all of their act together. Millones comes in after Skirt Sakaichi, and that just leaves us with 2 more for NUA.
2v3 over there, and just like that, 2 quick kills for PDR, and they're back in it. And remember, 5 more rounds of attack goes to the other side. PDR Esports, how will they want to play this game? If NUA loves to play slowly, will PDR change the gameplay for their favor? Because they only need 4 more rounds.
Well, Ace Key made Millones pay for that missed shot in there. And right now, the attacking side is on standby, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because they cannot take the push against NUA. One man down. Lox has got the bomb on him. It is Young Jay still trying to make things even here. He might be able to get that shot, but look at the players coming in from NUA, right? So patient, not going in here for those crazy gameplays. And Young Jay will still be struggling.
Yeah, and I believe that he actually saw already somebody is just behind the car, but he doesn't want to take rash shots because it will only reveal his positioning, and it's going to be absolutely big or absolutely dangerous for him as Lox gets smoked down. Oh, that was very big. But 3v4 now, Lox and Jello, the only two men left. How will they respond? Lox little bit Ace Key. Oscar is down by Jello. 2v3 right now. The bomb is still with Lox. Ooh.
Oh, what a play by Jello, Sakaichi. I mean, he knew exactly what was going to happen. Oh, Ace Key coming in here. He wants to get a melee takedown. Jello on the standby. Ace Key right there in front of him. Lox going in here for the plant right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what brilliant gameplay coming in from PDR. Ace Key in here with that aim, but he will not get that takedown. And it looks like NUA needs to come back in here for the response. They have got 35 seconds to go. How will they come back in? Jello with the takedown! And Bayman with the melee. And it looks like that's all over, Sakaichi. And UA gets that one.
That fat gameplay, it has been done so well. 4-2 for NU Anarchy. It looked as if PDR Esports actually made it with that planting and then just ran away to safety. But that did not happen because they get taken down at the other side of things, at the other side of the bomb, though. The enemy has the bomb.
That's crazy, man. Lox and Rage getting taken down at the same time. Things are, things are just falling apart for the PDR Esports side, right? NU Anarchy, everything is going their way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Perfect positioning. Ah! Millones! With a double kill! One bullet, two babies right in front there, and things have all evened up. Bayman tries to take down Young Jay. It's a 2-on-3 situation right now. What can Jello as well as Millones pull off here? The bomb is still with Millones, but the play is with NUA, Sakaichi.
Yeah, the bomb is still with Millones though, so they really need to have one more kill, in which that did happen though. 2v3, but they need to make the rotation. Maybe they wanted one more kill to happen, but look at how Bayman, Smoke as well as Owen positioned themselves. One scouting right at A, one scouting B from afar. Smoke is positioning himself just in front of Bravo. So Jello takes Owen down, he makes him pay. So it's now 2v2 over here. Will this actually change the complexity of the game?
Oh, absolutely, man. If Jello goes in for the takedown on the sniper right here, right now, things are all over for NUAA. Jello comes in, bomb being planted right now. Bayman with the push. Ah! Bad freaking bad. Ah! Bad freaking bad. Bayman! Million is taken down. This is NU Anarchy, and their bad gameplay comes through yet again, Sakaichi.
AJ. How many bad kills have he made? He made 4 already in this game. 2 in the same round, bro. 1 just before, 1 in the smoke. This is a new bad king of Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh, legit, man. NU Anarchy, PDR Esports, 2 teams, very well matched. Great game played by PDR in round number 1. This is round number 2, and it looks like it's going to go to NU Anarchy. But not just the bad gameplay, not just those snipes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Everything about NUA seems just right for the time being, right? Can they keep it up? Can they go in here for a full-on push and win this? I think it's so close to them, Sakaichi. They may even be able to maybe pull a comeback in here and win this 2-1.
Well, we never know, because that will be the only donut that we have not seen today. We never know, because NU Anarchy, they just do it again. Bayman, he has been the MVP, not just with the bad but with the snipes as well. Takes care of number 10 over here, tries to go for number 11. Ooh, but gets taken up by Lox. in that matter of snipes as well.
It's going to be a 5-on-2. Looks like PDR is just left with 3 more players in here. This was NUA's map, and this is NUA's game. PDR, they picked the first map, ladies, German boys and girls, and they did win the first one. So if there's a series is going to be called by just the map picks, you know for a fact that PDR might be able to be the ones to stand tall at the end of the day. But for the time being, Anarchy. Beautiful comeback gameplay, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and when we thought that some of the rounds that NUA just played it too late, that they have no choice to actually do something, actually they learned it. They learned it for the rest of the game. Is that they're playing mind games at the early proceedings so that they can actually ask that, okay, PDR, let's not be too aggressive. Just play our game. And that is exactly what happened over there. PDR Esports, they get lured, they get distracted that they cannot play their own gameplay over there.
Absolutely, man. I mean, they literally got lured into playing NUA's gameplay, right? And I don't think that they made any mistake with that at all whatsoever. Let's take a quick look at the results once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 150-76, PDR takes game number 1, and 2-6, they will go ahead to lose it in the second game because NU Anarchy has decided to step up. And this is going to be PDR's map in game number 3, Sakaichi. As we go into Summit Domination, is there any way to call it between these 2 squads for you?
Well, who gets the first half will be winning this game. That is all I can say, because the way that the game is the game is piling on, it is that whoever plays it better in the first proceedings of the game is going to take it all. So I'm calling it. Who's having the better kills early on will be taking this game.
Oh, absolutely, man. Well, let's see, right? Because earlier, even with those skills, right? I think in the first series that we witnessed between the 2 squads, who were they again? I believe it was Triple V as well as XDG Dynasty, right? The usage of those score streaks weren't even needed, right? So as we go into third series here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, NU Anarchy, PDR Esports, this is gonna be the domination game at Summit. What can they pull off? Charlie gonna be picked up by NUA. The fight in here, Demors with the takedown and a Bravo push, and it looks like Anarchy is all set for that, Sakaichi.
That was absolutely quick, isn't it? Because they left one player at Charlie, and then they go on an all-out assault at Bravo, and that did happen because PDR Esports has been snuffed at one by one, and they are now being trapped in their own spawn. This is going to be big.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's going to be Bravo Charlie push coming in here from PDR Esports. Raging, as you guys can see. He took so much of damage, but he just turns around. KRM to the face, but he doesn't get away at that point. Skirt coming in here. Millones gets taken down. It's such a beautiful fight between these 2 squads at the moment. But NU Anarchy seems to be the better squad. Can PDR Esports stage a comeback in here? Ace-Key trying to prevent that from happening, but for the time being, it looks like NU Anarchy trying to go in there for the cheeky triple cap, Sakaichi.
That was absolutely cheeky. The audacity of them trying to go for that triple cap. They know the confidence in which they have in their own abilities now, because they knew if they get it early, if they struck it early, they press hard, they press early, they press good. That is what happened in their favor. Just that they really need to be careful. If, let's say, they are confident, but they get taken down left, right, and center, they will get caught up. But look at Skirt right now, unattended, because everyone is just outside of the alpha, and they triple cap just like that. That was fantastic to actually cover somebody who is going for that takeover.
Bring it up, squad.
I mean, I feel like NU Anarchy needed the defeat at game number 1, right? Just to wake up the anarchy within them. Just to wake up the fires of hell within them. Because look at them just burn up PDR Esports with their fury right now, Sakaichi. 67-26. And yes, PDR manages to pull Charlie back just for a little bit. But are they going to be able to hold on to this? NU Anarchy, they seem to be a whole other squad right now, man. So much of rage and passion coming out. 75-29. They settled the first round in style.
Well, like I said, right, if you can get it so early, then the advantage will be with you, because they just left one people at the objective for their own point, and look at the 4-man split over there, and then splitting it up to actually take Bravo as well as Alpha at the same time. Or should I say Charlie, but look at how they actually split. They are going to take Alpha and Bravo at the same time so early in the second half as well.
It's the same exact strategy. They know it works, so why in the world would you change it, right? Charlie right now, they're full on lockdown. Again attempted by NU Anarchy, but this time they do it fast because they know they can hold on to a triple cap. They know they can call this to an end before PDR Esports tries to plan a comeback in here. Full on triple cap domination gameplay coming in here from NU Anarchy. Gaiji.
That was absolutely quick, isn't it? Because the way they wanted to actually go for that alpha cap triple, that triple cap, they do it with the cluster strike first to lure PDR out of there before smoke comes in. That was absolutely textbook coming from NU Anarchy. And now PDR Esports, they really need to play catch up, but they have the problems in actually taking just a Jello. Look at Jello going on a one-man mission. Unit as well, and they finally get Bravo, which could be a good start, but they lost Alpha as well.
Oh no, man. I feel like PDR Esports cannot make a comeback anymore. NU Anarchy, they have dominated this match. They have shown us who's boss. They have shown us who deserves to rise up to the top. But look at this right now, Sakaichi. PDR Esports, they are not giving up, but snuffed out as well. NU Anarchy with the masterful God-level gameplay in here today. This is a statement being made with another full-on lockdown.
Well, should I say that over there? Three kills, triple kill to actually defend it so well. But now PDR Esports, they are not playing around anymore. They get Bravo, they get Alpha. Charlie nearly takes back. Look at Alpha as well. With that. Well, ain't nobody but Alpha is lost to NU Anarchy. If PDR is going to win this, they need to take back Alpha. But Bravo will have to take Alpha. That Bravo is going to take it as well. So it is going to be so tough. I believe NUA is taking this win already just because PDR cannot take Alpha over there. Or should I say, they try, but they fail.
Friendly air
it's not too late yet, though, Sakaichi. They still can squeeze it in. You know, one can hope for miracles. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On that note, things are all over. And NU Anarchy has made a comeback. And what a way to do it, Sakaichi. They were down by 1, and they go in winning 2 matches back to back and stopping the donut run. Oh, beautifully played. I mean, PDR Esports does not know what hit them, man.
I came from a football background, right? What our coach always tell us to do is that when you want to play a game, if you want to win, you show your willingness, you be aggressive, you press hard, you press good, you press early. That's what NU Anarchy did in that domination round. They came in, just leave one objective player, they just straight away go to Bravo because they knew if they have it first, if they make the initiation first, they will have a huge advantage over there, and they just carry on the momentum from there up until the end, having all the triple cap so early on. Oh my goodness me, look at the scoreline. It serves justice in this game for NU Anarchy, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, they were definitely the deserving side for that match, right? PDR Esports, do they deserve to win? Did they deserve to win when they came in here? They opened the match up, they opened the series between the two, and they did absolutely well. But things came crashing down at Crash when we went in for Search and Destroy. NU Anarchy annihilated PDR Esports. They had no answer and carried that momentum on into Domination as well. And they believed in themselves, Sakaichi. They went in there for those pushes. They didn't allow PDR Esports to push them around, and they managed to get that victory at the very end. And that's exactly what we talked about yesterday as well, right? The teams were, well, in certain degrees respecting each other too much, thinking that, hey, you know what, if I go in there, I might lose these points. And in that moment, we have seen so many squads lose those, opportunities for success, right? Yeah, NU Anarchy didn't do that today, man. They went all out for it and they took it for themselves.
Yeah, because they knew it's their game to win. If they do something about it, the odds might turn in their favor, and they change the game for themselves. They don't actually let PDR or even the flow of the game to actually decide how the game will go, because if they do that, then PDR Esports, which is very, very well known of improving as the game goes on, that won't work for them. And let's see how the highlights, how did the game go for NU Anarchy over there? Although the first game is actually, it looked like PDR actually dominated this one. Don't you think, AJ?
Oh, absolutely, man. PDR Esports, they came in here and they made NU Anarchy look like chumps in game number 1 because the map awareness was there and they went running around. They commanded this map. They didn't allow NU Anarchy any space whatsoever. Such crazy control that they had in game number 1, which kind of gave me the confidence thinking that they will be able to pull off a donut in here as well, right? Because look at the scoreline even at this point, Sakaichi. 126-68. NU Anarchy couldn't even hit that halfway point. And PDR Esports was already blazing towards the end. And this is where things kind of came crashing down for PDR Esports, right? Because as they went into this particular Search and Destroy, it started off great. Didn't it? Because it looked like NUA was taking such slow games and they didn't want to go in for the push, even on the attacking side. But oh, did they change things up, man. Towards the very end of it, those bad gameplays came out and the team was performing at a level where it was just so impressive. And you know what happened at Domination, man. The pressure that NU Anarchy placed on PDR Esports was so big, was so tremendous that PDR Esports had nothing. They played catch up throughout the whole game, man. They could only run after NU Anarchy and try to win those positions back. Try their best. But NU Anarchy, right? You kind of saw the way, and you were commentating all the way through that. Whenever they knew they were about to lose a certain position, instead of going and wasting their time there, they leave 1 or 2 people to kind of guard that spot and they start focusing in on the next position already. So it was so difficult to catch them out at the end of the day. NU Anarchy, man. What a way to place their names at the top of the board. I mean, not a perfect score in here, but still a great performance nonetheless.
Yeah, because remember, you are beating one of the teams that actually won by 3 maps to 0 yesterday, and they did it in spectacular fashion as well. They don't care about how PDR is going to play. They just concentrated on their own aggressiveness because they knew they have the quality, they have the gun skills to actually go at it and just kill them off. They don't give any space whatsoever for PDR Esports. Should I say to even rotate in game number 3? That was crazy, man.
It was Sakaichi. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do allow us to take a quick short break. We'll be right back with the final series in exactly 3 minutes.
Hey guys, it's HXS from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTL 50 sniper rifle, and the attachments are Assassin Short, Auto Skeleton Stock, FMJ, MIP Stopping Power, and Staple Grip Plate. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like I travel. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Philippines Championship Group Stages day number 2. And so far, it looks like we are not going to be seeing a donut streak even today, because what a comeback gameplay that was from NU Anarchy. This is the Mustachio AJ with the one and only Sekaichi in the house, bringing you the hottest action. And this is the final series of the day, Sekaichi.
Yeah, AIM Iloilo going up against RTL Legacy. These two teams, at the very least, one of them or maybe both of them are going to have points in this competition after they couldn't really show to us their true qualities in here after match day 1. But yeah, this is a very, very good start for AIM Iloilo as well as RTL Legacy to actually put some points on the board and get the momentum for the rest of the tournament.
Well, hopefully, I mean, definitely one of them is going to be able to get those points in there. But hopefully it's not a one-sided affair as we go into the final series in here today, right? Because RTL Legacy, they need those points. AIM Iloilo, they need those points as well. But we want to see a fair competition, or hopefully, you know, to see both of those teams shine against each other here today, right? But of course, after yesterday's performance, we might just see one of those two squads in here try to steal the limelight for themselves, Sekaichi.
And for all of you guys who are here, do you want to listen to Mustachio singing? Because it's AIM Iloilo.
Maybe today will be the day, man. Maybe today will be the day, right? As we go into match number 1, Sekaichi, hard point. It's going to be RTL Legacy with that win on the coin toss. So AIM Iloilo only gets to pick Search and Destroy, right? So map number 1, RTL says, if you guys want to come in here, let's go in for our bans first, right? So Standoff and Crash ticked off the list. And you know, RTL's like, okay, fine. If you tick off Crash from the list, which, you know, something that they were considering to go for, they said, instead, let's go here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Firing range is where we will take you down. So those mid to close range quarters combat will definitely be crazy in here. But of course, Sekaichi, we expect to see those snipers making those change-ups as well.
Yeah, and remember as well, in this kinds of firing range gameplay, it is going to be absolutely huge to take point 2 and point 3 as well, because it is so closely up together when 1 and 4 is so out in the open. And for Search and Destroy, though, Crash and Crossfire has been banned by both these teams, and AIM Iloilo, they kind of need to shrug off that 17-second round yesterday, and they picked off Meltdown over here, the biggest map. And like you said, right, Mustachio, yesterday, you don't really feel sorry for the defenders, right?
Oh, absolutely not, man. Because Meltdown, the way, you know, you go in here and you play this map, there's so many varieties on how you do it. But it's just the way the map has been designed, right, Sekaichi? It gives so much of opportunity in here for both the attacking and the defensive side, depending on who goes in here for the mid gameplay, right? Because when you hold mid, you should be able to control the whole game. But let's take a quick look at Domination as well. Crossfire and Crash banned off. And it is going to be, as we go into the final match, the final series in here today. Standoff will be the place where things come alive, man. The hotel yard, of course, it's going to be lit up with those players coming in here to grab points off of each other. So crazy lineup coming up for you guys in here today. Firing range, meltdown, as well as Standoff, Sakaichi. It's going to be an amazing final series of the day.
Yeah, and looking at the map picks as well, we expect to see a lot of different gameplays coming up because one is a very sniper based, one is very camp based as well, one is close quarters as well. You can expect to see everything out of these two teams who are looking to show to all of you fans what they are capable of.
Well, let's see. As we go into game number 1, it's going to be Hardpoint at the firing range. Mid lane will be in contention as we open up the games. Kai gets taken down as the first blood in here. None other than Susano in there with the aim. And here we go, Sakaiji. Kick it off, baby.
Yeah, AIM, Iloilo, they have the first few points already, but look at RTL Legacy. They just relaxed themselves. They just went in and went good. But Iloilo as well, they doesn't give chance actually in those kinds of situations, and they get it back. RTL Legacy have to be packed back in this very open hard point, so to speak, but that's only the first hard point. It's just a trailer, I should say. The second hard point is where all the chaos is going to happen as well, especially if one of the teams actually get the lockdown in there.
Don't get down. Oh, absolutely, man. And like you said, rightfully so, this is just the first hard point. So both of the squads go in here, and I believe they've picked up quite equal points so far. But as we move on to the second hard point, Sakaichi, things are going to start getting a little trickier. We are going to be able to see which of the two squads can hold the defense, right? Second and third hard point, especially the white warehouse with the 2 entrance window, not really a big opportunity to come in there and to stage a crazy advance, right? So this will be the perfect opportunity for us to see which squad comes up on top. And looks like RTL is doing a great job so far.
Yeah, I've seen the minimap, right? It's very interesting to see. Wacky is just been there, just for the points, and then out so far away, right, from the flanks. RTL is actually making all the kills with this Iloilo players who could not do anything right because the defense has been done from so far out that even Wacky and Wacky alone can do the job for them.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, if Wacky can go in there and sort everything out, you know he will take his chances and whoop each and every single player that comes up in front of him. When Lou comes in here, Fennec gameplay. And he gets snuffed out as well. It's going to be AIM Iloilo with the catch-up gameplay. RTL on the 77 points push so far, and they will get the next hard point as well. The white warehouse belongs to them, Sakaichi. What's AIM Iloilo going to do to respond? Because it started off all equal, and from then on it's just been RTL.
Yeah, because one thing is to actually rotate so quickly, and one more thing to actually go trust the other 4 team members to actually make all the kills so far away from the hard point as possible, and then making the spawn trap as well. And if there is like 1 or 2 players that leak, that somehow has the chance to actually go for the hard point, they will always get beat. Like Atlas, he tried to actually get into the white warehouse, but that did not happen over there just now. And that is why RTL is having like almost 100-point lead.
Absolutely, Zakai. Spot on, man. I mean, the crazy gameplays coming in here from RTL is also because look at AIM Iloilo, man. They're going in there for their crazy aims. Not really great there as well. But where's the objective gameplay coming in from the squad?
It's so hard, right? Because they have to make a very long rotation. If they get the kills, they are still so far away from the map as possible. How do you actually get one objective place to be in there when RTL actually positioned themselves so far away from them? And now finally Iloilo is coming as a team. They're not making any split push. They are just trying to get all the points right here because he knew that RTL Legacy is just so close to actually winning this.
And speaking about close, let's just say that Iloilo has already lost this, right? 12 points away. How are they going to get this done, right, Sakaichi? They need 3 back-to-back hard points without allowing RTL to even step in there even one time. Can they pull it off? XS1 Goliath coming out as well. And right now, RTL needs to go in for this push. And there is a Sentry gun right there in front of them, destroying their advances. Wacky taken down by Kai. It looks like Iloilo might pull this off, Sakaichi, if they hold on.
If they hold on, right? 2 cluster strikes coming in as well by both these teams. And he's so open as well. It all comes down to who actually can make the initiation. As you can see, Van Lu just so close. Guy from up above trying to take everyone out who tries to go for that first hard point. Iloilo is trying to salvage a fight over here. Just that, can Guy actually do it for his team? It's a more rotation, but gets taken down by Van Lu, just like that. RTL just 10 points away from taking the first victory, but they just cannot enter the first hard point. And now they are going to make the rotation to the second one back again because Iloilo is just too stubborn to actually lose this one.
And I want to see this from Iloilo, right? Because that sort of a gameplay, Sakaichi, is untouchable. And obviously, it is possible for Iloilo to pull it off. This is what they are doing. But right now, RTL has been given the opportunity to hold on to the hard point for a little bit. Here comes Atlas with the push right now. But RTL, Van Lu in there with the takedown as well. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it looks like Iloilo does not get that win. I mean, that's so disappointing, Sakaichi.
Okay, as disappointing as it is, right? Yeah. As you can see, the second and the third hard points, how they actually make the split push, and that did not happen because they tried to split.
Yeah.
At all the places in which RTL Legacy have already waited for them, and that left with just one objective player, just hanging around, just drinking coffee in that one hard point and one hard point only because all the job has been done, all the gunfights has been done so far away as possible from there.
Yeah, and when Iloilo kind of decided to come back into the game, when they finally decided, okay, fine, you know what, the strategy is not currently working, let's go in here, let's mix it up, and let's go in here with a different sort of a gameplay. It started working, but it was way too late, right? If only they had managed to get it done earlier, man. Let's jump back over to the results, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 150 to 69 is where we will stand so far. And hopefully, in the next game, Iloilo can show us a different side to the squad because this is their map pick, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and remember as well, Meltdown is a very big map, and whoever gets the first 5 attacking rounds is surely having a huge advantage in this one. Unless, and I say unless, they make poor decisions left, right, and center, making too big of a split push for anyone, you know? Because it is just too big of a map.
It is, right? It is. And whoever who goes in here for the mid control is surely going to win this match. But that also depends on how your opposition kind of plays it. Because let's say if you're on the defensive side, you go in here and you focus on the mid play without sending enough players to Alpha as well as Bravo to keep an eye on those positions, you're still going to lose out, man. Because you know how crazy those quick plants can serve your squad well, right? And it's Iloilo in here with the push this time, and they trophy system destroyed. But what a play by Vince in there. If it wasn't for that, he should have been wiped out already. Went Lu in here, Ice Cream coming in for the defense. Vince still eliminated, Sakaichi.
Oh, but AIM has a very good start to this one. 3v1 situation over here. Bomb is still on the ground, but Wacky is all alone going up against Atlas, Swish, as well as Scream. Atlas and Swish already has 2 kills to their name, so how will Wacky respond? He'll just play hide and seek, left, right, left, right, left, right, trying to take Atlas down. That was so close, and that 2v1. Oh, nicely done by Wacky. Just 1v1 now within him and Swish. Oh, that was so close, but Wacky
Lost that round, but
gets
it's not over
taken.
yet. Ready up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
goodness
Aim
me, yeah.
Ilo was so lucky, bro. I mean, Wacky was in there, a beautiful stand up by him. Do you notice that all three players kept staring at Wacky's position and none of them went for that flanking gameplay? When the flanks were not necessary, they were splitting up. When they need to split up, Aim Ilo is not splitting up. And this is going to be the undoing of this squad if they don't stop that, right? Okay, they go in here for the quick gameplay, for the quick plant immediately, right, for round number 2. Hopefully they can pull this off yet again because they kind of got lucky there, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and oh my goodness me, that's a big own goal as well by Aim Iloilo. Just that they somehow got the point, but now they are playing it quickly. They are making that plan at the big chimney, and they get all the kills. Grim with yet another 2-piece over there, and Cavs is down as well. Now that's more like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this time they didn't make a silly gameplay of actually waiting too long or splitting too late.
Correct. No self-doubt in that round, and that's what Aim Ilo needs to keep up. And I guess it's something that, a few squads, especially the new ones at this stage, they're kind of going to take a little bit of time getting themselves used to it, right? Because the big stage jitters, you know as a pro player how it feels, Sakaichi. The nervousness kind of sometimes gets you, right? And that's what Aim Ilo is currently going through. Vince trying to step up. It is going to be safe right here in front of him. And Aim Ilo doing quite badly. Vandlu trying to jam that around for RTL. Aim Ilo with one more player right now going up against 2. What can Vince get done against Susano as well as Wacky? Swish gets taken down. It is going to be Vince. Oh, Vince comes in. But nothing doing.
Wacky takes him down right at the end. Now that is the team that actually made a huge comeback against Triple V Esports last night to win 2-1. Now maybe, just maybe, because they won this, they won the S&D right at the same maps, right? By actually taking 2 defensive rounds. And that's 1 for RTL. And that might be the dent for Aim Ilo for a bit, right?
Yeah, of course, man. With Aim Ilo, they have been performing well thus far. Vince loses his life, leaving Swish and Cream all alone. But we have seen that Swish is so spicy on that shots. But right now, he only has an Arctic 50 in hand. Cream needs to make the push from outside. Man of War in his own hand. The bomb is with RTL. They are the defensive side, Sakaichi. Aim Ilo have placed themselves in a sticky situation here.
Yeah, and somebody needs to make a call. Somebody needs to actually maybe make a split push or maybe take somebody out. Swish with that snipe. Maybe he can do that. He tries to come in and makes a rookie mistake. But just walking into a gunshot and gets killed immediately, that is what Grim did as well. 2-2.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. One round, Aim Ilo is playing it like the gods of Call of Duty Mobile, and then in another round, they walk around like bots. I mean, I don't know, man. Aim Ilo, they're playing with my feelings right now, Sakaichi. There's nothing else that I can say.
I don't know, man, but it could be that RTL Legacy have already found their mojo, in which what actually gave them the huge victory against Triple V last night at this exact same map, at this exact same mode. And RTL already has that 2 defensive round in which they took last night as well. And now they are trying to go on the momentum shift. Oh, Kai takes it back. Oh, it's just Kai all alone. 1v3 now. This is going to be big. Kev's going for the flank. Kev's trying to get it. Oh, just...
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
So close, man.
Kai just made it.
Yeah, I know, right? The moment he got behind that player, but it was the numbers game at the end of the day, Sakaichi. And you know those players cannot, come back against it. Unless you're a player like Javen, right, and KRM in your hand. Then that's a little bit of a different story altogether. RTL, Aim Ilo. I mean, you see some sparks of perfection and then just so much of room for improvement, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Can they make a comeback in here? It's going to be RTL's attack right now. now. Aim Elo, they have wasted those attacking opportunities to call the shots in this game, and right now they need to play to RTL's due. Kevs takes down Swish. Kai gets taken down as well by Kevs. Look at this crossover. This is the mid control that I'm referring to, Sakaichi. If you're able to hold the mid, it makes it so difficult for your opponents to come in there and take over that site from you.
Yeah, and that was very great. Very good coming from them. Actually, Kevs, he just left all alone on the other side of the map, and then 4 in the big chimney as well. So it's so hard to actually make a crossover, or if you want to make a takeover from the side, from the back of the chimney, it's going to be absolutely tough, especially with Kevs being so good on the sniper as well, taking out 1 or 2 players from Aim Elo as well. And this is what you said, right, Mustachio, yesterday, in which RTL looks so good.
The bomb has been planted.
Contact with enemy.
Buddy. And it doesn't seem to be the situation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So we'll walk you through the rest of this. It's going to be CF, Susano, Wacky in here. A 4-on-3 situation. When Wacky does extremely well. Susano and him side by side. A 2-on-3 situation right now. Wacky in here with the teasers. A 2 shot onto him. And it looks like Aim Elo will be able to make the comeback in here, Sakaichi.
Oh, that was absolutely huge from Aim Elo over there. That quick gameplay did not work out for RTL Legacy. Maybe they have snuffed out what they really wanted to do and make the quicker move, even quicker than what RTL actually did. And that is a huge prop, but they need to do it for 3 more rounds at the very least.
Well, at the moment, you know, Aim Elo has been blowing hot and cold for me, Sakaichi. I mean, sometimes you see those sparks of perfection, right? And then those other times you are really wondering what's going on with this squad. And it doesn't really help the cause that RTL right now is on the attacking side. So they get to call the pace. And look at how they put the pressure onto Aim Elo, right? Such early advances and plants in here, forcing Aim Elo to come back in here for those push and forcing those mistakes as well. Look at Mantlu go in there, and just like that, Aim Elo is crushed, Sakaichi.
Yeah, and I believe that Aim Elo tried to go for the exact same strategy that won them point number 3, but RTL, they're a very smart team when they are on the attack. They just go to the other side. Oh my goodness, they just outsmart Aim Elo.
Well, let's see whether or not this outsmarting can continue for yet another round, because if they manage to pull it off yet again, then Aim Elo would have wasted such a huge opportunity in here today, Sakaichi. I mean, because this looked like their match at a certain point in here, and RTL Legacy managed to recover it beautifully, I have to say.
Yeah, and looking at how they want to end this one early, this is textbook RTL Legacy, right? They get all 5 men in the big chimney at the A side, and they're making that huge, that very quick one. And then look at Sov as well, 2 kills on for him, and then just takes everyone out of the game. Should I say that just like that they did it? Because should I say, right, when they went on the attack, they went for the exact same thing, but when that one didn't happen, Aim Elo tries to go for the same thing again, and it has been snuffed out just after 1 round.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about Aim Elo right now, but what you guys usually know is I'm as honest as they come, right? I don't hold back. And at the moment, whenever Aim Elo goes in there, their wins sometimes look godly, right? And this is the position right now that I'm put in. since there's no consistency, I'm starting to think that Iloilo is kind of getting lucky with those wins here. They need more consistency in their gameplay, Sakaichi. And if they can guarantee that for themselves, they will be able to do better. And the kind of consistency that I'm referring to here is being able to adapt to your opponent's game style. That's what you just referred to, right? Iloilo comes in there, something doesn't work. They come in there with the exact same mindset again. They just can't do that. And because of that, RTL has taken 2 matches back to back, and now we are left with just Standoff. But even that is RTL's map pick.
Now this is going to really not be in Iloilo's favor, right? Because especially in these kinds of domination maps, if you don't actually go in and go early, then you are in for a big trouble. Especially going up against RTL Legacy, in which last night we have seen them against Triple V. Their gunfights are top-notch as well. So if you don't go early, you are in for a big trouble, Iloilo.
But I dare say, though, if the Triple V that we saw today was the same Triple V that had been playing yesterday, I don't think, RTL Legacy would have been able to pull that off. Of course, I stand to be corrected, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because we will see those squads hopefully coming across again each other, right? But as we go into our last match, and this is for Iloilo to prove something to us, Sakaichi, that those wins were not flukes and they can pull something back today.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the minimap to see that Iloilo is actually making the early takings at Bravo, but look at Van Loo. Dude, that's it to actually go at Alpha all by himself because he is not extension by anyone from Iloilo. They're making all those pushes, they're making the splits, but they didn't actually go for the points. They didn't actually go for the objectives. Okay, now they got Charlie. That's a very good start, but those kinds of mistakes of leaving something unattended without any engagement to your opponent whatsoever is something that you really need to focus on, because doing those kinds of mistakes won't win you games.
I mean, I can't say it any better than that, Sakaichi. You see, earlier, we kind of had a theory. The theory was that Iloilo is not playing the objectives. And what better way to see if they're playing objectives by coming into domination, right? And thus far, they have managed to go in here for the Charlie takeover already. And let's just see the strategy that this team is keeping, just in the back of their heads, right? Kevs comes in there with that wipeout. It's RTL with Alpha and Bravo so far. Let's see what Iloilo does to respond now, Sakaichi.
Now I'm seeing at the minimap, 3 players are actually going for the going to defend. Actually, now they are making all these pushes back again, but they have been snuffed out again and again and again. As you can see, RTL on the left side killing every single one of Iloilo's players, and now going for Charlie as well. Maybe it is now the gunfights galore in which RTL has actually won. They outsmarted this strategy, and now they are outsmarting. They are outgunning Iloilo, which makes it so hard for the side of Iloilo to actually do anything in this first half. And that's
Look, Sakaichi, what is going on here, man? Look at that mini-map and look at the players from Iloilo individually attempt to take that side back and just get wiped one after the other, right? They've given so many points to RTL just like that.
Yeah, and I don't get it why they don't actually go one point by 1 point by 1 point. They just want to go, everybody takes 3 points. You don't win the game in domination like that,
I mean, at least they are hoping to win it like that, man. 30 points in here so far. Charlie has not been disturbed yet, just because RTL doesn't want to go in there and disturb it. And they've shown us already they are capable of a triple cap, right? But I think RTL, to a certain degree, they want to play this safe as well. And thus far, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Iloilo, I mean, they have not shown us anything in this match to say that they deserve this win.
Yeah, and although they got Charlie very quickly, but you look at how they actually split. You look at how Iloilo actually split for RTL Legacy to actually win all the gunfights against them. They are not in there together, maybe making a 2-3 split or even a 2-2-1 split. They just making an individual push over and over and over again. That's not something that is going to happen going up against a team like RTL.
Ilo, strategy ile. That is what Malaysians will say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because they keep going in here. The strategy doesn't seem to be coming out at all. Alpha Bravo coming in. RTL still with a great hold on the game at that 91-point mark so far. And RTL, they seem like they've got no pressure on their shoulders at all to go in here for the triple cap, Sakaichi. They're so comfortable standing where they are.
Yeah, because they knew that, okay, Alpha won't be touched. That's one thing you need to know, AJ. Bravo might be, but if they can push slowly and slowly and slowly, but surely that Charlie is going to be taken. Yes, now one customize coming to actually defend Charlie, but is it a matter of time before that actually happens? Because as you can see, all of the players from RTL, they are having double-digit kills as well. After those very, very calculative movements, in which they try to take it one by one, but they don't actually go alone. They go as a team. Enemy power!
RTL is at the moment just teaching AIM Iloilo how is Domination played at Standoff, man. Charlie almost captured back in here by them. And even all I can say, right, is AIM Iloilo needs a great coach. That's what they need to invest in right now, because they've got the gun skills, Kaichi. I do believe they've got the gun skills to come in here and win it, but the strategy is just not paying off for them. They are pulling back at the wrong times. They are going in for those pushes at the wrong times. You know the point that you made as to how Alpha is not going to be touched at all, and that is the failing of AIM Iloilo. Because if you don't put pressure on Alpha for the distraction gameplay, you're never going to be able to get anything out of the game. Look at how RTL plays it. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. The pressure is always on, and you can never touch their sides.
Yeah, and you can see the flow of the movement as well. Now the triple cap, just to add insult to injury, right? 150 to 72. Yes, it is not that big of a scoreline. Yes, but look at how the gameplay is. RTL Legacy, on the other hand, right? They just make it flow. Alpha and then Bravo and then Charlie. Just like that. It's like poetry in motion over there. But that was helped by AIM Iloilo not actually having a smarter push.
Well, poetry in motion indeed, right, Sakaichi? Because the way RTL kind of executed the wins back to back to back shows the confidence gameplay that they bring in here. But AIM Iloilo, they had some moments of perfection. They had some moments where they did shine bright, but they could not keep that up consistently. And I have a feeling that even AIM Iloilo at the very moment does not understand why they were shining bright at those moments. Because if they did, they can definitely capitalize on those moments. Because at certain points, they look like such a strong squad, Sakaichi. And this is the result at the end of the day. Because they didn't believe in themselves enough. 150 to 69, 6 to 3, 150 to 72. Not taking anything away from RTL. But AIM Iloilo kind of did themselves in today, man.
Yeah, and I believe that AIM Iloilo should watch this game back to see where they actually did wrong. Because for the entirety of the game, right, AJ, no disrespect to the gunfights and all, but I've been looking at the minimap almost for the majority of the games to see how they actually moved.
How was that, Sakaichi?
I don't know. It's like going playing a war. It's like the ancient Chinese wars, and you just left your base just like that.
Okay,
you know.
Here's the thing that I really, really notice, right? And this is a joke that my fiance and we constantly crack with each other. Because to anyone who doesn't know, the mustachio is Indian as well. Some part of me is Indian. And we watch a lot of Indian shows, right? And whenever you watch these Indian shows, you know, the hero, you know, he can fly around in the air and he can beat up 10 people. But the reason why he can always beat up 10 people is because even though the hero is just one guy, the opponents are 10 fellas, only one guy will come and hit the hero at any point of time. They don't gang up like 10 fellas rush at the hero. It doesn't happen, right? One by one. They I don't know whether it's ethics or it's just pure poor planning, but that's what AIM Iloilo is, man. The bad guy in Tamil movies right now.
You are watching too many Tamil and Bollywood movies. but that's a good one. That's a good one, right? Because they don't come in as one. They're just making some individual pushes. We've seen that in Hardpoint. We've seen that in Domination as well. And I'm not berating anyone over here. We're not berating anyone. We're just telling that is a huge mistake to actually do in pro tournaments.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're just calling it as it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what? Instead of calling it, let's take a quick look at that replay, Sakaichi. Walk us through, man. How did this happen to AIM Iloilo?
All right, so okay, our RTL Legacy, fresh after a huge victory last night. Okay, they came in and they came in hard. All right, the first one is actually for them to see how will AIM Iloilo play, and to AIM Iloilo's credit, they got 21 points over there. But the second hard point, yes, that's the hardest hard point to actually take down. One player is left all alone in there, unattended, unrushed, anything that can be put into English words. And just like that, right at the end of it, AIM Iloilo has been spawn trapped again and again and again. Although AIM Iloilo tried to actually stage a comeback, but we believe it was too late. If only they did that earlier. If only they came in like a team earlier, like what they did in the fourth hard point, that could be the game changer for them in game number 1 at the very least.
Yeah, man. I mean, and the same exact thing went on to happen in Search and Destroy, right? So that is the one constant that we see. They're not coming in here with that consistent gameplay. They're not coming in here with that teamwork as well. When they come in there for those pushes, for that retake in the defense, even when on that attack as well, they weren't really moving in as a unit. There was no swiftness about their gameplays, man. And finally, when we came into Domination, Sakaichi, it all broke down, didn't it?
Yeah, and that became more clear to us, not only me, not only you, but to all the viewers as well, as how RTL Legacy, they stamp their authority. This is a very good pro team. This is a very, very fantastic pro team in Call of Duty Mobile. And AIM Iloilo, what they did is that they just left it as it is. They just making those individual pushes that made life really, really easy for RTL Legacy, because it's not that one player had to be at one point, at what hard point.
Yeah.
Everyone can actually make a rush because the points keep on ticking.
Absolutely. And I feel like we've given, AIM Iloilo a lot of airtime. Let's talk a little bit about RTL Legacy as well. I mean, consistent performance. I'm sorry, RTL, we didn't really talk a lot about you guys, but it's because AIM Iloilo, the expectations that were placed on their shoulders to overcome a squad as good as RTL Legacy was there, right? But let's take a quick look at our standings, Sakaichi. PDR Reborn sitting down up there. Oh, they are the kings of the board at the moment. 6 points, 6 wins so far, no losses at all. Everybody else, on the other hand, has got some sort of a black mark on their little report card. And Anarchy right there behind them, 5 points in total. RTL Legacy, 5 points as well. And the 4th spot held by VVV Esports with just 4 points.
Yeah, and PDR Esports as well after that crushing loss. Should I say very, very narrow loss, 4-2 now. And then 3 teams still with 0 and 6 scoreline. AIM Iloilo, NRX UNKNOWN, and XDG Dynasty. Let's hope that these 3 teams can actually get some sort of points on the board tomorrow to make this even more interesting, because this is the Philippines Championship where we have 8 of the best teams in the whole of Philippines, and we want to see drama right until the end.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, before before we kind of close the day off, don't forget, right? Because tomorrow we don't continue with day 3. I think we come back in here on the 15th of February to continue with the Philippines National Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bear with me for a moment. My L fell out. The Luna, the Call of Duty Mobile Luna Muya Spectacular is lined up for you guys. But let's take a quick look at the schedule for day 3 as well. VVV Esports, NRX UNKNOWN will take each other on in match number 1. PDR Reborn and PDR Esports, the brotherhood matchup, will be there for match number 2, Sakaichi. And Anarchy, aim Iloilo will take it up in match 3. And to close that day off, XDG Dynasty and RTL Legacy will kind of, give us a sweet little dessert in our mouths before we go off, man.
Oh, that is going to be such great games that we are having. Yes, we are having a 3-day break because of Chinese New Year. So Happy New Year for all of you guys. But at the 15th, ooh, crazy games. And we are going to be together again for that one. But guys, CODM Lunar New Year as well. Do check out Garena Call of Duty Mobile's Facebook page or Instagram, all the social medias, all that good stuff to see all the activities and also the prizes that you can win in this festive period.
Absolutely, man. So Garena Call of Duty Mobile, the Mustachios page, we both have got the videos posted already. You guys can see exactly how you can go in here and win so many crazy prizes for yourselves. And don't forget, man, 95,000 CP to be given away. And on the 14th of February itself, right, 20 winners will get 888 CP, okay? We will be having some live streams on that day. A few of those content creators will be out there. I know Ranger will be joining us. You know the Mustachio is going to be there as well, Sakaichi, and a few others, all right? So you guys better make sure on the 14th of February, with the COVID and all in the outside, stay at home, log into the game, and win your prizes, man.
Oh, I would love to win some prizes as well because I'm not streaming. I'll be watching you guys as well. So we will be having a fun time at the comment section, guys.
Oh, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Sakaichi and I will catch you around next time. This is day 2 of the Philippines National Championship Group Stages. My name is Adrian. I am the Mustachio with the one and only Sakaichi, signing off.